Bro, what the hell is going on, guys? I literally take one day off to have tea time, and you let everything melt down, guys! We talked about this! Come on! Stop! You're supposed to hold up the entirety of the VTubing world while I was gone! Wow, guys. Well, I take one day off, and you let it all go to hell. What happened, guys? What happened? Yes, it's your fault. It's always your fault. I mean, whose fault is it? It's not mine, so it's gotta be yours, right? What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day. I hope that you're all celebrating with your loved ones. And a reminder, if you've ever called me mommy, you owe me at least 500 gifted subs. A piece. Yeah, for all the people that call me mommy, where's my fucking gifts? Where's my gifts right now? I'm looking at all of you out there right now. All of you. I'm pointing at all of you right there. I know who said it. That's right, a piece. No, not a piece. You don't owe me anything. Except maybe not yeeting me off the fucking screen, guys. Come on. Are we doing this, guys? I just started and you're being mean to me on Mother's Day. Wow, you can be nice to me one day, chat.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't bread over every egg. I want you to die. Can't hurt me, Jack. Nanomachine, son.
Okay, I guess I asked for that. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, this is the routine now. This is the routine. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday. I got to tell you a bit of a shorter news show today, but nonetheless, guys, we do have some big topics to talk about, including what recently happened with Kronii in regards to a video game where she lost her voice acting role for an absolutely ridiculous reason, guys. We're going to talk about that.
I play the Uno reverse card.
Uno reverse card.
Making it all your
fault.
fault.
Shit, what did I think of
no
that?
Take
Fuck.
backs.
Damn
I have
it.
spoken, and this
is the way. Speaking of this is the way, are you going to see the new Mandalorian movie that's coming out? I don't know. I really like Mandalorian, but I don't know how I feel about it in a movie setting. It feels like it's really a TV show. I don't know. Maybe they'll make it good. We'll see. All right, guys. We are going to be talking about how Kronii lost a VA role for literally the most ridiculous reason ever. And, of course, talk about what's going on with Neverness to Everness. We did a little bit of an update about that as well. We're also going to be talking about Iron Mouse a little bit. She, of course, has come under fire in regards to the NTE whole drama. So we will talk about it. Yeah, 4 years ago, Daniel. I mean, absolutely insane situation. I can understand canceling somebody over something that's like, actually needed, but what the fuck were they thinking on this, guys? Wild stuff. Yeah, absolutely. NTE did actually roll out changes, which is good. I'm very happy about that. That means they're taking accountability. High five. We love that, right? However, there are some people that, have some different opinions to share about it. So we will definitely talk about that. Overall, was it her first ever sponsored stream? I have no idea. That's interesting. Yeah, it's really dumb. Really dumb. We will dive into all that. But yeah, guys. Gonna be a fun day as always. I do want to remind you really quick, guys, 2 things really important. Okay, so if you're listening, type 1 in the chat. 2 really important announcements. Okay. Oh my god, it was so good, guys. We peaked at a little over 2,000 viewers yesterday for tea time. Absolutely nutty. We gained almost 600 followers in a day. I mean, that's fucking nuts. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Absolutely. Blew away my expectations. I mean, that's crazy. So, all right, so number 1, chat. Number 1, I want to let you know today is the last day for the week of double time. All right, so as you see, you added quite a lot of time yesterday. We're back at 21 fucking hours.
Oh, brother,
you had quadruple time yesterday. But you've added quite a lot of time, and now let's explode. Today is the last day, guys, for that double time and triple time for donos, okay? We'll let you know, because that is not going to come back. That's not going to return. Today is the last day for that particular thing. I did not restock my throne. I'm sorry. I kind of crashed last night. After I get done with the stream, I went and got food, And then I immediately crashed, guys. I was so tired. I was exhausted. I was fighting like a migraine too at the end, so I was like, I was falling apart. But I'm doing better now. So yeah, I want to let you know about that. That's an important announcement. And number 2, chat. Oh my god, food then got dragged into a collab. Nice. No, I will not be streaming the main event. That will all be over on Fina's channel. So, but I will be there around 2:50, somewhere around there, a little bit before 3 o'clock. So, yeah, I get migraines very rarely, but when I do get them, they're very intense. So, I try to take care of it as soon as I feel it. But the second most important announcement is tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is the last day to pre-order your plushies. That is right, plushie pre-orders are going away forever, chat, on Monday. We do not expect to have much, if any, extra stock. So if you want to get a plushie, you got to pre-order, guys. I don't think we're going to have any extra ones for sale after we order them. So we'll let you know, guys. Go on my weekend. I type ! plush. If you want to pre-order yours right now, like I said, pre-orders will end tomorrow, and I don't want you to miss out. But guys, thank you for all the support. Y'all have been crazy about the plushies this time around. I really appreciate it. I remember post a receipt in the subathon channel to add 50 minutes to the timer. I've added all those so far. And that's part of the reason why we're at 21 fucking hours. Like, crazy. Yes, Trey's gonna be there. Gal's gonna be there. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was gonna say, look, you call me mommy. I expect some gifts now, guys. Come on, it's Mother's Day. Like, can we punt the plushie? Unfortunately, yes, you can punt the plushie, I guess. I mean, I don't have to be happy about it, but yeah, I guess you could, technically. I mean, I feel like you should treat me with love and respect, but fine, you know, whatever. Yeah, at least there are so many people. I'll show it to you at the start here, but this looks really, really fun. So I am very excited. There's also a very special guest, which I don't even know who it is. Yeah, I don't even know who it is myself, chat. Like, everything to do in a meet and greet in anime conventions. I've already done a few, Skull. Yeah, I've already done a few. I mean, I've done something like Say in Japan and thing like that. So I've already done that. Score a field goal with a plushie, bro. If you film yourself scoring a field goal with a plushie, I will give 10 subs to the chat. How about that, Diddy? Yeah. But no, I've done a lot of virtual meet and greets. I'm gonna be MomoCon coming up here, next month? Yeah, very soon. There's some other stuff coming up in July I'll be part of as well. So thank you, guys. I hope that you're all got something very nice for your moms. And you're treating them with lots of love. It is their special day, so make sure that you give them some love. The Heavy Metal Mother's Day, hell yeah. Wait, get a field goal. I swear, the first thing you do is punt my fucking plushie. I'm gonna cry.
Fine.
The 100 middies in a
Here's what I
piggy
have
bank,
left
nice.
in my piggy bank. Happy Mother's Day, Mama Cheetah,
Mama Cheetah. Why did it say Mama Cheetah? What the fuck? Mama Cheetah. Wow, elara, we gotta teach you just a tiny bit of a Spanish accent, sweetheart. My mother's gift is late so I could military on time. That's okay. Like, it's a thought that counts, right? You call me Ronaldo because that plushie is getting punted like a football in the World Cup. Damn, y'all are brutal. Y'all are brutal. Happy Mother's Day, you hot mommy. Happy Mother's Day to you, Rusu. I mean, you're a fur mommy, so that counts, right? I mean, you're not a furry, but, well, okay, you're a mom of a fur child? Like your doggo, this isn't going well? Everything I say, it comes halfway. Hi, Rue, how are you, sweetheart? You can be my mommy, Ayo. Oh, I get it. It's because Ruzu wants the milkies, chat, that's right. Will you stop it? I keep taking myself in a hole. Quickly, team poster dominancy. Ha, take that. I'll take you to E because I call you anything else. Yo, Skull, thank you for the $2, dude.
Come on, chat. Get yourself a Elara plushie before it's gone forever.
That's right.
Also, happy Mother's Day, Elara.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate you.
My mom is off visiting my cousin who's just came back from being
Oh, nice.
in
That's really
Europe.
nice. Why hasn't done anything with me for months chat? Rusu, how did you, Rusu? I invited you to tea time, and you were too busy doing stuff with your family or whatever. So that's fine. I guess I'm just not your family. Whatever, Rusu. I invited you, and you just said no to my face. So you know what? That's fine, Rusu. That's fine. I don't even care. I don't invite you to anything ever again. It's fine. No big deal. You know what, Rizu? It's fine. It's fine, Rizu. Clearly your family is more important to me. Okay, yeah, they actually are. I'm pulling out the Google Slidey from this one. The Google Slidey. Yeah, guys, get the Google Slidey out for Rizu. I can't believe I had to cancel Rizu live on stream, guys. This is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted subs? This is actually so sad, guys. I'm devastated. I'm not gonna lie, I'm devastated, but you know, guys, we gotta do it. Love me, darn it. What do you mean I was trying to hang out with you? All right, let's see. Why Rue should be canceled? How do I add animation to this? Yeah, how do I? I don't even know how to add animation in Google Slide. I got to look that up later. I divorced me so many times. Can I get 5 gifted subs? Give a sub for every time a Rusu got divorced. And she probably have like, I don't know, like 1 million subs. New Google document will lie my experience of Rusu. No. Google Slideys, guys. We're doing Google Slideys now. We're upgrading. Upgrades, chat. Upgrades. I'm sorry, what did I miss? Second time here. Yo, what's up, Titan? We actually will be diving into news here in just a bit. I always like to let everybody get here, kind of chat it up a bit before we hop straight into it. So you haven't missed anything, sweetheart. You're all good. And we're going to be talking about debuts, graduations, all that other stuff. Also, of course, bans and suspensions, those things as well. No, I Webbers you too, Bruce. I miss you. I hope we can hang out soon. Yeah, stop being so busy and having like a life or something. Like, hey, Lara, I need your opinion. Oh, God. Okay, all right. Ask away. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm giving you upgrades, people. Upgrades. Yeah, we're getting out soon, Rusu. Yeah, stop having a life so we can hang out. I got my giver some sort the other day. Nice. What'd you get? I'm always upgrading you guys. I'm always trying to do better. Olaria, what is thy wisdom? Please, here's my wisdom. Go touch grass. What the fuck is this? See, I didn't ask for Jarvis. Jarvis, go away. No, Jarvis. I saw your John Tron Wally Bear video reaction. I'll be one of the best last. Ah, thank you. You're sweet. Why is everybody being so nice to me? What the fuck is wrong with all of you? Do you think it's worth spending $50 in a Magnavox Odyssey 2? It's an old console 50 years ago. Why would you spend $50 on a Magnavox Odyssey 2 when you could spend $50 on an amazing pre-order for an Elara plushie? Oh my God, guys, did you know? You type !+ plush, you can pre-order your plushie right now. Pre-orders are gonna end tomorrow. Shameless plug. Okay, I'll have you know, you know why I'm a mattress maiden? Because I always got the ladies on the mattress. Not the plug crashing my Twitch. Oh no. Hey, yo. I deserve the AO on that one, guys. I earned that one. How did you guys enjoy tea time yesterday? Who were some of your favorite guests? Yeah, which part did you guys enjoy the most besides the power going out? Yeah, how much did you enjoy and which parts did you love? On the mattress, you ever offer cuddle therapy? Like, you gotta make it past first base first, and then maybe you get cuddles after that. Here insane, yummy, maiden but maidenless. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm maidenless. That's why I play Elden Ring so much, so that way I can feel like I can get a maiden somehow. My favorite guest was Timu False ID. Bro, I'm gonna fuck with Exo about that forever. Only when I was present for was with Vape. She's lit. We love Vape around here. Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd has Odyssey stream. Was that like the broken like arcade thing, or was that something else? I do lurk for most of it because I was also streaming. Yeah, Yeah, we love Niran around here. She's a fucking gremlin, dude. She's an absolute gremlin. Yeah, it's Odyssey like the... Is that the thing that is on that cabinet? Speaking of you, Odyssey, these nuts. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in. Warning, I feel so split about NT. On one hand, it was supposed to be with talented people designing the game. On the other hand, it's pretty obvious they took a shortcut with AI and thought nothing would happen. Found them to right this wrong for the sake of the people they hired. Also, super important is why transparency with AI is absolutely needed. Exactly. Like, people are acting like they're like, oh, well, what about all the people that worked on it? And it's like, well, that's great. We're very happy that real artists and other people worked on it, but it's a real shame that they left these AI placeholders in the game, right? So both can exist at the same time. It's always like, I always see arguments about AI, and it's like, they're always like, it's really like a black or white, like an ultimatum argument. It's like, oh, well, because of this, it has to be this. And it's like, no, both things can exist simultaneously, right? Like, you can like NTE, you can also not enjoy the fact that they use AI. I actually had a very interesting YouTube comment where this person was kind of like arguing about some certain stuff. I don't know if they were doing it in bad faith or not, but they're basically saying like, oh, well, you know, Iron Mouse's marketing people probably lied to her. And it's like, but that's not what she said. So it always kind of cracks me up. It's either an ultimatum or people just try to spin other people's words in a different context. It's like, but that's not what they said. I'm NTE is awesome regardless of mistakes personally. I'm not giving friends pressure to be allowed to play NTE. I mean, I think the game, looking at it, looks really, really great. I really, really do. I think that they've removed the AI parts, which is great, right? I think that's a great step forward. Some people will not trust the game anymore because of that, and that's fine, right? It's kind of like, think about it this way, right? It's a free market, right? Some people don't mind AI, right? I think you should, but some people don't mind it, and they're going to purchase the game anyway, right? Some people do mind AI in a game, and because they were not transparent about it, that caused a problem, right? And it's fair. That's absolutely fair. You might have made a purchase against your moral code and been like, oh my god, now that I found this out, I'm upset. And rightfully so. That's okay, right? That's absolutely okay to be upset that it was misrepresented, right? Here's the rub. The game is built on Gen AI far further down than just a few background pieces. Yeah, I have some things to show Foxfire that I want to point out as well. Personally, the way we should be is respect people's options and decide for ourselves. I mean, that's kind of always the way to go, right, Nova? But, however, I think what kind of blew this up is really the fact that Iron Mouse was like, yeah, I was lied to about this stuff. And that is a problem, right? And that's where we go a step up in things being an issue, right? When things like that happen, when a larger creator is lied to and things are misrepresented, now it becomes a question of the studio as a whole, right? Why are they hiding it? If it's not a big deal, why did you hide it?
You could also like a video game, but dislike certain things about it.
Yep.
For example, you can enjoy some things about Fallout New Vegas, but criticize the fact that Bethesda hasn't released any patches who properly fix the game and relying on modders to fix it for them.
Yep. Would it affect that Iron Mouse also play games that contain AI in it? Well, understand, right? When we say AI, I've clarified this before, but let me re-clarify because it's a new stream. When we're talking about AI, right, chat? We're talking about generative AI. We're not talking about, like Bebop AI NPC, right? We're talking about generative AI. So, also understand too that with Iron Mouse, people are like, oh, well, you play games with AI. Yes, she's played games with AI, but hasn't played anything with generative AI, as far as I know in my research. I mean, feel free to prove me wrong, but the ones that most people point out are like, I didn't Genshin, and they haven't used any generative AI, as far as I have seen. So, again, I'm open to, learning about that one, but there's a huge difference, as Chris said, between generative AI and using AI as a tool for AI within a game, right? So, and I think when people talk about AI, they're generally talking about generative AI, right? So, I I did see that as well, Carrie. I did see that. But here's also the thing to remember, right? When Irma's played a lot of this stuff, this was 2 years ago. So let's say that Hoyo has updated their AI stuff. Well, that would still make Iron Mouse a non-hypocrite, right? Because when she played this stuff, it was 2 years ago when they weren't doing some of this AI-related stuff. So the point still stands is that if Iron Mouse wants to make that decision, she absolutely can, right? That's totally under her, personal moral code, and she can decide that, right? He's the one that dropped the sponsor and probably lost the sponsor money as well. I think people kind of forget about that she probably took a bit of a personal hit, right? That was, she could have scheduled something else where she made money, but she probably was not able to make that sponsor money because she dropped it, right? So, I do think that just in general, the biggest problem was that it was misrepresented. She was lied to, right? So, yeah, AI has been around for a long time. AI is actually, like, God forbid I'm going to say this, and I might get my head cut off, but guys, AI is actually a good thing. AI is a great tool that is used in multiple places, from farming to medicine, right? AI is a good thing. Generative AI, though, is a very different situation to talk about. No one understands AI is being injected into everything. Even artist drawing programs are using AI tools for assistance. Exactly, like background removers, right? Like background removers are the first thing I think of, right? So yeah, AI tools are inserted into a lot of things, right? That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I think all of us are pretty much under agreement that generative AI is the problem, right? What about if someone uses AI to get ideas to make an original character? You can't get a good visual representation until they practice with it, until they know what they want. I mean, I think that using AI to help you generate some ideas, I think that that's okay, right? Again, it's a tool, and that's fine. But when you're using it as like, well, let's say that you're like, for me, right? Here's kind of where I draw the line. Let's say that you're like, oh yes, I would like to add music to a video, right? And you just generate some music and throw it in there. That's a problem for me, right? Pay somebody to write the music for you, or learn how to write music yourself, right? Like something like that is a good example. Or let's say that you are using AI as a tool to come up with some like design concepts, and then you draw it by hand and go on to do everything by yourself. That's great. That's fine. No problem with that. I think it's great. It starts with you having an idea, run that out to a machine. What's up to your voice? And Jane, that is a much deeper conversation that involves a lot of not only morality, but conceptual ideals, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not here to talk about all that. So that's, you know what I mean? Like that's a pretty deep conversation, right? So everybody's going to have a different feeling about it, and that's okay, right? But I do think that, a lot of the creative processes are being removed. And that's really sad, because you could give somebody who is passionate, that would love to create something beautiful. You're just giving it away to a machine that is stealing content from other people to manufacture its output, right? So yeah, it's a tool, not a crutch. And I think it's a great way to, kind of put it. I think that's a great way to kind of put it. Melodies in AI, we shouldn't go around and call all bots clanker. What are you talking about? I swear to God, Lacey, sometimes I wonder if your brain cells connect properly, bro. Like, we're talking about generative AI. We're not talking about AI VTubers. Like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Do you need me to make a Google slidey for you? A lot seems to be used as a bandage or filler, yeah. Which I understand, like, conceptually, right? If you want to put placeholders and things like that, that's okay. I get that you're trying to come up with ideas and stuff like that, but here's the thing, right? If you say, oh, my game chat has no AI in it, and then you deliver a final product that has AI in it, even if they were just placeholders, well, I got some bad news. Your game still had AI in it. It either does or it doesn't, right? There's no in between. Yeah, just give the money to artists instead. That's kind of the big gripe that I have about it. It's a very yes or no thing, right? People want to play hairs and kind of play this devil's advocate. It's like, here's a question though. Does it have generative AI in it? Yes or no? Do you use a placeholder? Sorry, but you still use Gen AI, right? You got to make sure you remove it. So Sorry, guys. Like being pregnant, you either are or you aren't. There's no in between, right? I wonder if that statement was a misunderstanding or some PRBS from who, Dan? I mean, when it comes to Mousy, right? She specifically said, hey, they told me specifically this has no AI in it. I assume, generative AI, right? So it was very clear, very clear. You mentioned multiple times. They said, yep, it does not have that in it. Well, it did have it in it. So, of course, she felt very lied to. I felt like it was misrepresented. But now a lot of people who are kind of like the maybe pro AI people, they're kind of like, I don't want to say anti-cancel culture people, but you kind of get it. Some of the naysayers, the normal naysayers, are coming out and trying to like say this or that about it. And I'm like, look, guys, she was lied to. It's very clear what she was told and what she asked and what was not actually in there. So it's very clear, right? Here's the thing, the NT statements are not from the devs. Actual devs are a Chinese company. Interesting. So there might be a disconnect as well. Yeah, it might be a disconnect. Yeah, and totally, if you want to support the game still, I will only say they are making changes and they addressed it. So that is good. I like that. I think it's a positive step forward. However, if you don't want to play it anymore, that's up to you as well. I'm not going to tell you what to do, guys, because everybody has a different moral code. But I will tell you, for me, I'm not a Gen AI girly. And I think a lot of people, there's a lot of problems with generative AI, not even from just a moral perspective, but also like ecological perspective. So I think a lot of people that just use Gen AI, either one, they just don't want to shell out money. It's like a company. Or number two, they lack the will to learn a skill. For instance, whether it be like art or music. And I think it's kind of sad, right? Like, it'd be really cool. Why not learn how to do it yourself? Learn a new skill set. I mean, I learned how to play guitar basically mostly by myself, right? It's something that you work at and you develop, and then you go on to write music, and it's your music. It's your beauty. It's your voice, right? And when you send that to somebody else, you lose that beauty, right? You're outsourcing it to a machine that just can't understand that, I don't know if avoiding using AI is difficult. If you get canceled for playing a game with AI, life is really a minefield. I mean, again, I think it's more generative AI, right? And even like, I think a lot of people will play games with generative AI and not get canceled for it, right? And again, I think generative AI is here to stay, unfortunately. But I don't think people playing generative AI games are going to get canceled by any means. I just think it's more kind of like, hey, maybe you should look into what is wrong with generative AI. It's more like hey, like, by a moral argument, there's a problem with this, right? But there's also the same thing to be argued about lots of other stuff as well. So it's just one of those things where I think, but because Mousy specifically came out and talked about this, it blew up in a really big way. Yeah, and I think we're going to see more of that, Spectre. We're starting to see things like, for instance, the Oscars, they no longer allow any generative AI to win their awards. There are slowly little things. Yeah, it's just the principle of the matter. I'm 100% for the backlash NT got, and for the Gen AI, but after them taking it out, that should be it for now. It's a W. That game is still support a lot of artists. Please wait for the Gen AI stuff. I've seen a point of continue bashing. Absolutely. That's exactly how I feel too, Dan. I'm happy they took, I'm happy that they moved forward and fixed everything in the game. That's all I wanted to see personally. Am I going to play the game? No, because I was never going to play it to begin with, right? But it is good that they took it out and they addressed it. I think there's kind of like a self-admittance in there as well. If generative AI is not a problem, then why did they make such an effort to address it and remove it? You know what I mean? So I see the argument a lot where it's like, oh, Gen AI is not bad in this and that. It's like, but why did they remove it? So we will get into all that as we dive into our news. So you know what to type in the chat, guys. Everybody type news, and let's get into what we got to report on today. Like I said, gonna be a little bit of a shorter show, but still quite a lot to talk about nonetheless, guys. So the newsy news, chat, the newsy news. Let me, actually, no, I think that's good. Actually, let me recalibrate really quick. I think it's a shouldn't have happened in the first place. Exactly. I mean, they already removed it. Yeah, they've already removed it in a lot of ways, actually. So that's they've already taken steps to do that. So chat, I didn't want to let you know later today, actually, I will be on at 2:50, but really, really cool. Now Fina is actually hosting a maid cafe today, and here are all the special guests, including myself. We have Lucius and Treya, Lucky, August, Kaiju, so many awesome creators, chat. So I do hope that you will go support Mount Fina starting at 1 p.m. EST or 2 p.m. EST for all of these guests. But I think this is going to be great. I'm very excited. So I hope you'll go give her some love after the stream, chat. We'll try to rate into her if I'm still streaming as well. Guys, I had to look at this video last night. Somebody sent this to me. And now I'm going to make you watch this now. Just because, well, I had to suffer. And now you have to suffer too, chat. I don't even know what to tell you about this thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, but you have to listen to it too. Beautiful, beautiful music, chat. This is the kind of stuff that AI can never create. AI wishes that it was this talented, guys. This right here is absolute musical perfection. Yeah, the Ross. You know the Ross? Do you live behind the Ross, chat? Yeah, if you live behind the Ross, you can get there fast. I don't know, it's some ridiculous shit somebody sent me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make chat watch this. So, however, guys, we do gotta talk about bans and suspensions. And unfortunately, guys, let's check it here with Lumi. Lumi actually got a ban for 2 days, chat, off of her Twitch. Lumi going on to say, hey, everybody, has some bad news. After watching their One Piece Abridged movie with the creators of Fat Dog Studios, I was banned for 2 days off of Twitch. Now she is back. This did happen on Wednesday, but obviously the ban was lifted on a Friday evening for stream, but Lumi was here yesterday. But it's kind of crazy that, you know, they even submitted an appeal, and they're also working, like literally streaming with the creators, right? The creators are trying to help them get that removed. So I don't know if Lumi actually got a positive appeal or not, but nonetheless, they still did have to, unfortunately, chat, deal with a 2-day ban from that. So, yeah, I guess it's just one of the, like, because it's an anime reaction. I don't know, but I think it's a little weird that, of course, it's literally streaming with the creator of this particular, like, abridged. So, yeah, I don't know if it's maybe just because it was Toei, but nonetheless, that definitely does suck. So, wanted to tell you about it. But Lumi is back, guys, so don't worry. However, in other news, guys, Tetra actually was hit with copyright abuse. Company claims an audio segment that replaced it. No big issue, even though they claimed way more than needed. 2 days later, they absurdly claimed 90% of the entire video because I denied their first attempt. What is this corpo spike BS? So take a look at this. Looks like they had a react. And of course, it says I tested every level of airplane food. You know, Tetra reacting to it. And of course, they go on to claim all these parts in it. Well, I kind of like what Tetra did, because again, they replaced the audio in it, which is something that actually is a really horrible problem with the YouTube chat. What'll happen is your video will get claimed for audio, but the actual people that are claiming it don't own that audio. And it's a very common thing. They do this en masse to, of course, take away from revenue from other creators while also garner it for themselves. Well, Tetra goes on to say, I trimmed it into nothing and left it for members so they can't get a sip from it. I'm far too spiteful to give them anything. I love that. I love that. That's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, but this is what they do. They literally go on to try to essentially, you know, steal your revenue by falsely claiming these songs that they don't even actually own, chat. So, very, very funny here from Tetra. Huge W. Very, very funny. But yeah, sadly, this is a huge ongoing issue on YouTube. I mean, I've been falsely claimed with certain stuff, and I've had to push back on it a lot. So, course, also, guys, we have Kyan, who's having some problems going on with their YouTube. So let's go take a look here, guys. What's going on?
Any chance of a proper review of my channel which has its partner status revoked for inauthentic content? I have now submitted 2 separate appeals and received the same response both times, without clear consideration of the work involved. My content are fully edited comic dubs from hard-working artists, including original voice acting, sound design, and extensive post-production. Each video takes significant time to produce, with no templates, repetition, or mass production.
That's crazy that they get hit for
having this labeled as inauthentic is deeply discouraging,
content.
especially given the effort and collaboration behind each upload. Other, similar channels haven't been affected, so why am I the only one that has been targeted?
That's absolutely crazy. So they stripped away their partnership chat, going on to call this stuff inauthentic content. But however, guys, this is, again, original content that has actual artists, original voice acting, sound design, extensive post-production, etc., guys. So absolutely insane. This is like when I got hit for like sexually gratifying content, and now their whole channel is not earning money because YouTube has suddenly just deemed that their content is inauthentic, even though they're creating literally all of it themselves. So please take a moment to go support Kyan. I cannot imagine how difficult that must be. Maybe you can take a moment to at Team YouTube. Right now they're saying, unfortunately, we're not able to help you with another appeal for this decision. But the thing is like, your initial, look into a review is garbage. So really, really crazy. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is the normal thing that YouTube does. So you maybe take a moment, guys. If you could, just go at Team YouTube. I'll run this post with Kyan and go support them. Crazy stuff, guys. However, unfortunately, also Shibi Cotton Bum is also still having issues as well. So Shibi goes on to say, I really got a warning those in the green for days unlisted. Definitely a mass report. Team YouTube, please reinstate this video. It was already approved after a 24-hour waiting period to see if it was policy friendly, which it was. So here's the new ASMR collab with a couple of other people. They said this is not sexual. All you can hear is a heartbeat and gurgling. So there's nudity and sexual content policy. So guys, let's take a look here at what was counted as sexual. How the fuck is that sexual? What the fuck is YouTube on? Yes, what white noise, heartbeats, and gurgling is very sexual, chat. Let me tell you. Yeah, it sounds like you're underwater. What the actual fuck is going on with YouTube, guys? So of course, he goes on to say that she did the training so that way she could get some of her stuff reinstated, chat. But again, she shouldn't even have to be doing that. But here we are with this very problematic issues with YouTube continuously. Of course, also, it says within 10 minutes, they ended up reviewing the entirety of her ASMR. By the way, chat, you can see this video is 33 minutes long. However, somebody reviewed all of it in 10 minutes and went on to say, we have confirmed that it violates our sex and nudity policy. Absolute BS, guys. So, again, go support Shibi. I know she's been dealing with a lot of this BS as well. And it keeps getting worse, guys. I want to let you know, sadly for a lot of creators right now, especially on YouTube, we're struggling, guys, and that's because YouTube is making our lives very, very difficult. So I'm going to be uploading more to Patreon, but guys, just be careful out there. It's rough. It's rough right now. So support your favorite creators. We certainly need it right now. We certainly need it. However, guys, at least in a bit of good news. Finally, a little bit of good news. Hilo actually is coming back, or planning to come back to full-time streaming very soon, which is amazing. So hit me up if you want to do any collabs. We've been waiting for Hilo to return, so a very big W. So yippee! I'm happy to see them back, and hopefully we'll be collabing with them soon ourselves, chat. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, we love Hilo around here. In other news, guys, let's talk about graduations, debuts, all that good stuff. We have a lot of debuts that we only miss. Not only miss, but also ones coming up. First up, guys, we got to talk about BNU and Mita. Mita is actually graduating. Let's go take a look here what BNU said. Now, hello, this is BNU Entertainment. Mita, member of BNU's unit Sugar Spin, will conclude all of our channel activities on June 27th. Very sad to see, but give us an 07 chat. This includes all regular activities, such as YouTube live streams, video uploads, social media activities, and merchandise releases. We would like to thank Amita for the years she spent with us, along with her dedication to running the beloved Witch store. Well, it has come time for her to close up shop and pursue new adventures. The memories she has made will remain forever. So her channel activities will come to a close. She will actually remain affiliated with VNU, so he could make special appearances, still chat, which is great. Her memberships will be turned off after 1 month after a final live stream. And of course, fan letters will close out July 27th. I know I've never watched her, but I will tell you, Sigma, the outpouring of love towards her was overwhelming. So I feel like a lot of people really appreciated her, which is great. So we will certainly miss her. Thanks, Blue Brawler. I try my best to have literally zero mommy vibes, but yeah, I appreciate it. Guys, do I actually have mommy vibes? I swear I don't. Guys, let's get a moment of celebration for a few people who just hit partner. First up, guys, we have Jasmine, who said, I got partnered on Twitch. This feels so surreal after so many years. It finally happened. So, guys, give Jasmine some love on their Twitch partnership. This art looks awesome. And, of course, one more, guys, is Miyawi. I almost said it right. Miyawi rebranding art. Because you're all looking at a brand new Twitch partner. Honestly, still in shock. I was already beyond grateful that we even reached this point to be able to apply. But I truly never expected we'd actually make it, especially on the first attempt. This has been my dream for 6 years long. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for helping me achieve one of the biggest dreams of my life. Absolutely incredible. So congratulations to them. Huge W. Huge W. You'll love to see it, guys. Love to see it. In other news, you might have missed some debuts, chat. I know what I missed some debuts, but let's talk about it. First up, is actually Gerard T. Rexford. If you haven't seen Gerard, well, Gerard literally went like full on like fucking femboy, and I kind of love it. Like, I like this, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This looks amazing. So, or sorry, Haka. Sorry, I put the wrong note here. I love this though so much. This is absolutely incredible. This is like peak, actually. I'm honestly not surprised given his attitude. Yeah, actually, thank you for the correction there. Sorry, I had the wrong notes for myself. Look, guys, I too make mistakes. That happens. Of course, also, guy, Sanson just debuted their new model as well. Take a look. Looks incredible. Yeah, the switch up on that is like nutty, actually. Yeah, true, Daniel. That's true. I really need a middle finger toggle for my live 2D as well. Yeah, but like, Aya, can you draw me some middle finger art, please? I love her model. Yeah, it looks fantastic. So, congratulations to Sanson on their brand new model as well. Of course, also, guys, we have more debuts to talk about, and we gotta go check in here with the big cutie Ebiko, who just debuted her brand new chibi model. Looks fantastic. Congratulations to Ebiko as well on this brand new model. I love all the toggles for it. Take a look, guys.
Tendons out of your feet, and you won't be able to walk anymore. And then I'm gonna choke you, a choking hazard, go into your throat, and curl up in a ball, and you're gonna die.
That doesn't sound good, EB. I'm going to go in your throat, choking hazard. Wonderful. I expect nothing less from Chibi EB. So, very cute model. Congratulations, of course, to Ebiko. Please call her Chibi EB from now on. I just made that up and we can't lose that, guys. Come on, Chibi EB. Of course, also, Girl DM had a new outfit drop called Scholar DM. I said thank you
The
to
artists
the
have
art guide for
34
drawing
more
and rigging the
reasons to
model.
cook thanks to Haka.
Exactly. So here, of course, is Girl DM's brand new model, or updated. I'm sorry, because of art gun. Looks great. I really like this model a lot. I just love Girl DM in general. I really like her new direction with this model. Something that's really cool as well that she pointed out. I have a button so I can swap out the book cover with whatever I'm currently reading. The main outfit was actually inspired by Joseph, photographer's hangover outfit in IDV, and the hair is Hythlodaeus inspired. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend I understand what that is, but I think it's really cool. You can swap out the cover on that. I think it's awesome. So, congratulations to Girl DM on that brand new model. Of course, also, guys, we're gonna take a look here with Starlight Revo. Starlight Revo actually debuting, Starlight Revolution. All of them actually ended up debuting their brand new talents. So, in case you missed them all, go check them out. Here are all 5 of them, chat. Very cool. Of course, also, we're going to take a quick trip over here to YouTube to go take a look at, of course, Woo Woo, who just, from V4 who just debuted their new 3D chibi model. Take a look, guys.
Oh, gosh. Out of
Next
all the
question,
poses,
Walk.
you
I'll
want a
take any other
freaking
question.
T-pose.
Yeah, I'll take any other question.
Okay, cute.
Oh my god, the hands are killing me, actually. The hands are killing me.
Standing on the edge of the bed. You don't know when exactly I'm gonna fall down?
Yeah, it is kind of the month of chibis. It feels that way.
Rant.
The hands are actually killing me.
I shot the Squidward down.
The hands are killing me,
I am
dude.
Squidward. I gotta embrace all of the Squidward energy.
Very, very cute. So, I mean, so many of the chibis bring so much joy to the streamers, true. I feel like, as much as I like chibis, right? And I've done chibi models in the past. I don't think I would ever go back to one, though. I don't think it really fits my vibes. Of course, speaking of, Reinho also debuted her brand new chibi model.
Anyway,
take a look, guys.
Is it just me, or am I hearing echo? Oh, that's why.
It literally is the era of chibis right now. Walk was right. Walk
It
was
was
right.
because of my microphone echo setting.
Very, very cute. So there is Reinho's brand new chibi model as well, guys. Absolutely awesome. Yes, you did have the TTS echo going on. Look, again, it's a VTuber debut. It's gotta have scuff. Of course, also we had Fifi, who just debuted her brand new model. Of course, with it now a bit more covered up. I think the whole hip thing probably scared her a little bit, so she decided to come out with this model. But of course, the mini milk t-shirt and brand new hairstyle looks awesome. Congratulations to Fifi. Love that so much. You know, I feel like chibi model would really fit me. Now, guys, you might have known this former Bostonian VTuber, but in case you've never heard of them, you might want to check them out because they're now known as Jax. Jax actually did end up debuting a super cute gargoyle model. I love this idea. I think gargoyles are so cool, and this whole vibe for a model is amazing. So, congratulations to Jax on their debut. And then finally, guys, I want to check in here with Lena, who is actually the creator for the Chibi Spite. Spite's Chibi is here. Take a look, guys. And there's so many Chibis, man. It's kind of funny how it all lined up for so many creators to have these Chibi models. Like, I think it's great. Yeah, very cute. I like this. She has the human toggle and the blue skin toggle as well. Still, so amazing, awesome stuff here for Spite. Go give her some love. We love Spite around here. Guys, you might have actually missed this really cool event that recently happened with Raora. Raora actually ended up having her birthday chat, which is awesome. First, she released some special merchandise and did a 3D concert. But one of the most unexpected things out of this 3D concert was a special guest star. That is right. Dairiku actually showed up for this 3D concert with her. I was blown away. I was shocked, dude. I'm like I expected the normal, Hololive people, but this was actually really fucking cool to see. Yeah, definitely out of left field to see Daya there. So take a look, guys. Of course, Daya's showing her moves off as well.
I'm ready. Okay, show me. I'm ready. You say you took the. Whoa!
Yes!
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
And now, birthday girl time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey.
I saw that.
You can
that.
see that.
Did you see that? Because I saw it. I have to do it.
Absolutely glorious, chat. I expect nothing less. So there you go, guys. That was Orta's birthday party. However, guys, I do want to talk about some debuts and events coming up. So first up, let's take a moment to talk about some events, and then we'll talk about debuts because you want to pull out your calendar. It's really cool actually going on with Chikafuji. Chikafuji Lisa is actually hosting a event going down at the Paramount on Oh, okay. I looked at the date. My mind was like, going down July 5th, at the Paramount in LA. So it looks like we have a metal concert going down. Very exciting, guys. This looks really cool. So if you're over in that direction, certainly go check it out, guys. It does look like that tickets are now on sale. Mousy also announcing a very special event coming up. We've talked about this a bit, but he dropped a little bit more info. So let's take a look, guys. This is cute. I like this little trailer, and like, you're probably gonna get an idea. We have a ladybug and a slime chat. Yeah, we kind of might. Now we're going to a graveyard. There might be some certain people. The swamp for the croc. I love it. Reminds me of like the overworld on like those old like 90s RPGs, right? Yeah, this trailer's super cute. Yeah, I was gonna say that's like even the weirdest thing. That is right, guys. So Iron Mouse and Friends, the arcade will be there at Anime Expo, guys. But on top of that, Iron Mouse did announce a bunch of special guests, and as you probably guessed, it is the Beasties. So of course it's Piatori, Karyu, and Eerie Bug are all gonna be part of that. So looks like we have quite a large roster of people going to be announced for that. Very, very exciting. So, you're going to be at Anime Expo. A lot to look forward to, guys. All right, I better see all of you pull out your calendars, chat, and write these down. Because here's some debuts that you're going to want to know about. And first up, guys, let's go check it in with Snooty Death. And Snooty says, the 3D model goes hard, but you guys aren't ready. A new dimension debuting during my partner anniversary on May 17th, chat. So, get excited for what Snooty from Luminaria is cooking, guys. Looks cool. Also, guys, we have Nayuta from First Stage Production who says Saturday, May 16th. And, of course, drop your outfit predictions. So this one looks cool, too. I'll be on the lookout for that. I know we've been talking about FSP quite a lot here recently. Of course, also Sin's dropping his new trailer. And holy shit, dude. I mean, look at this. 200 plus toggles, new rig, rare face rig. And what's that even mean? Custom coded AI mascot, new song cover emotes, and more. Sounds like there's a lot going on. May 16th at 5 p.m. PST. Let's take a look. What does rare mouth rigging even mean? That's crazy.
Who are you?
I'm Snowmy. You new here?
No, you know who I am. Who am I?
Your Sens. Don't play dumb with me. Cute how you're holding me like that.
That's cool. maybe it's like a tongue related like thing, I guess. But either way, chat, very cool. So there you go. That's going on with Sins coming up May 16th. Also, guys, we're gonna take a look over here with Hololive. Hololive actually having a debut here for Akai Heido. And of course, that is going on May 14th. So get excited for that. Very cute looking, very kawaii. I'm so pumped. I'll definitely follow up with you guys coming up next week. Yeah, it won't be Wednesdays, so it had to be next week, but I'm so excited. Hachima, let's go. Of course, also, guys, Bond Live is debuting not one talent, not two talents, but 11 talents, chat. 11 talents. Let's go take a look here for all of the Jin Men and Jin 5 that are debuting for them. Yeah, holy debuts. Yeah, that's an insane amount. This is what Bond Life does, though. They kind of crank out a lot of talents.
To understand magic, one must dive into the abyss.
Hello everyone, this is Boulder. Welcome to my ranch. Please enjoy your stay.
I am Audio Epiros. Welcome to the pit. You think you can withstand my poison?
Yeah, this is like a basketball
My
team.
name's Baron de Bloom, just a common loon turned pirate. Care to join my crew?
Howdy, I'm Kairos Kronii. I'm the clockwork keeper of the Belfry. I'm super excited to TikTok to you.
TikTok to you?
Welcome.
I
Nice
love
to
that.
Luca here. Come on in and stay well, will ya?
Like, yo, I'm just a clown, but I'm dapper.
Greetings, everyone. It's Cassius Kieran. Welcome to the Jade Fang. I'm glad you've arrived.
My name is Zadie Zibolita, and I'm a feral animal in a human costume. Watch your fingers. I bite.
Hi, I'm Misaki. It's me, the protector of your hopes and dreams. Maybe you can meet me on the moon sometime. Hey?
Oh my god, her voice is so cute. What the fuck?
Well. High Priestess Nessie Minto here, diviner and
I love her. This is my
keeper
favorite.
of the dead.
Yeah, literally, I'm like...
Why, hello! I'm your Piper Wonder Harmonia. Won't you follow me to the Eden?
Sorry. I mean, it's Mother's Day after all. Yeah, it is Mother's Day after all, Chad. So, of course, all of these talents are going to be debuting here very, very soon. Let me pull up the other thing I have for you with all their debut dates and stuff. I think my brain... No, we can't go back. So, of course, here are all the talents, guys. Going to be debuting May 15th, 16th, 17th, and, of course, those following weekend as well. So, here's everybody, guys. Very exciting. So, certainly go check it out. There you go. Yeah, I agree, Mimi. I agree. I feel like it's like a Bond Live thing where every time there's, like, no sound design in their trailers, I feel like it's almost like their shtick now, you know what I mean? Like, the quality of the audio in their debut trailers is so bad, it's like they're known for that. It's actually kind of funny. Another news, guys, a Reject is actually going to be debuting a brand new VTuber coming up actually tomorrow on May 11th. Let's go take a look, guys. Oh, it was great, Chris. I had a good time. You should definitely watch a VOD. It was very chaotic. Aw, she's cute. Is this a song from Nikkei? I swear it is. Yeah, I swear this is a song from Nikkei. Nice.
貴様ら人間たちに裁きを与えようぞ。
She's very cute. Yeah, she's super cute. So very excited for this one, chat. Hope you guys are too. Yeah, write all this down, by the way. Don't miss out on it, guys. In other news, Zentria also dropped a little bit of a teaser here. Coming up for her brand new model, says 4 years have passed. I'm grateful to my original artist. She's probably doing amazing things. And I'm grateful to have worked with her. Thank you, Uniho. With that being said, we move forward with time. Time to go full pedal to the metal. Let's take a look, guys. I think it's May 20th. Yeah, May 20th. Nice. This is going to be sick, guys. We're excited as much as I am. Of course, this is my Oshi, right? So, T-Trade does go on to add to this. Also for clearance, since I think a few people are getting a bit confused on my wording, Uniho is responsible for my old model, which I still use very lovingly. But this is from a new artist I had the pleasure of working with, and this is Sully. So, seems like just a bit of an update, guys. That does happen every once in a while. But very, very awesome. Speaking of, also, Zentria announced that you can actually get a special gecko cosmetic in Goose Goose Duck. I just go and use code ZIN to grab that up right now. That's actually insane. What the fuck? I can't wait to make Goose Goose Duck with my gecko outfit. That's wild. Love that. Only was in Trey, I'm telling you. Only was in, I'm telling you. First, also, guys, we have Lindo Abyss, who's going to be debuting coming up on the 13th of May. Let's take a look, guys.
Kept you waiting, huh? Your guide to the underworld is finally making its way.
Holy voice.
For those of you who don't know who I am, the name is Lindo Abyss, and it'll be a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice, looks cool. So, going down at 1400 p.m. EDT chat. Certainly go check that one out. Very cool. Of course, also, guys, we got to talk about that. I did not click that. I swear to God, Twitter, I will find where you live and I will bite you in your ankles. How dare you? Of course, also, guys, we're going to talk about IU, who is debuting their special model debut coming up May 23rd at 3 p.m. PST. Let's take a look, guys. Oh, nice. Very cool, chat. So you got all these awesome dates and awesome things to go check out. Please take a moment, guys. Looks like these are going to be awesome, amazing debuts. Kind of skipping down here to Ninja Sanji news. I did want to talk for a second about Hibari, who just debuted their brand new outfit. I didn't have a picture of it, so we'll pull it from their live, but looks incredible. Congratulations to them. And now we're done with Hololive. Or, I'm sorry, now we're done with Ninja Sanji news. That's all I have for you guys. That was it. Not much going on with Ninja Sanji right now, guys. However, what I do want to talk about going on here is with Mythos. Let's skip down to talk about some of our other agencies, and then we'll go back up to Hololive, because I do want to talk about a big story with all of you. Mythos going on to see Norse Goddess debut announcement. Her date and time is happening this weekend. I did check before I went live, didn't see anything. So hopefully I'll be able to report on that on Wednesday, guys. But Mythos saying that the new
Happy
IPs,
Mommy Day.
new talents are coming. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Canary. Of course, also, guys, checking in here with Lime. Lime actually, Lime actually getting signed to WME. Of course, Lime says, I'm so excited to work with them on new projects and cool new stuff to bring to you. If you don't know, WME is a talent agency. So this is absolutely a huge, huge win for her. Big pickup. Congratulations to her. That's amazing, guys. This is something that you want. This is absolutely a very, very positive thing. So, guys, I don't know if you remember this. It's been quite a long time, but Type 1, if you remember, let's go back to about 7 months ago, guys, where we were talking about Koi Maria. Koi Maria was a member of V4, Mirai, and they suddenly graduated. If anybody remembers this, we were all wondering what the fuck was going on. It was very sudden. A lot of people were like, wait, why? Very weird, right? So I want to read this to you for a second, because before Mirai put this out and said, hey, we apologize for the sudden notice of Koi's graduation. We understand this is a stressful situation and hope you'll continue to support all our talents, past and present, in their creative endeavors. Of course, they go on to say, we'd like to thank you for your time in the company and wish you the best. While we couldn't reach a solution at this time, we're still open in the future to conversation. So it sounded like there was some kind of disagreement, right? they weren't able to settle things. Well, from her alt account, she does go on to release this statement. Again, this was 7 months ago. That says, "Hello, you might know me as Maria. I'm the creator behind the character Maria. I want to continue. During the height of the pandemic in 2020, I created Maria. A VTuber saved me during a dark time. What began as a small and independent creative project grew into something much more meaningful. And of course, you know, after a time they joined V4, right? In 2023, I was approached by V4. My dream was to see my creation reach new heights, have her touch more hearts, to continue writing her story, watch her dreams come true. I truly wanted to see the success and growth of both Maria and V4. So, again, kind of give you the timeline. Maria was by herself, right? She was an independent VTuber. She joined V4, and then once she separated from V4, she was never given her model and IP back. V4 said, "We own your IP at this point," which kind of doesn't make sense, right? Because she was indie beforehand. And of course, in this announcement, it really sounded like they were not able to reach a solution. So this was a huge blow up 7 months ago. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Everybody was really upset with V4 about this, guys. I talked about it. I was like, that makes no sense. And I think that you really gotta do your best to protect your IP. Well, guys, I'm here to report today. We got the good ending. Let's fucking go. We got the good ending. Finally, chat. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, guys. We finally got the good ending here. Let's go take a look at what was said here recently by V4. It says, "Hello, classmates and Kronii." This is actually the name of her fans, right? Like, you guys are the R Army. This is her fans, right? So V4 goes on to say, "After additional discussions, our team would like to share the ownership of Maria's IP channel and assets have been transferred into her care." This is how it should be, chat. This is how it should be. If you were indie beforehand, and you go into a company, you should receive your stuff back. And just like Sigma said as well, this is very rare. This is like a holographic Charizard card. It's very, very rare, Chad. So you love to see this. We wish her success on her endeavors as an independent creator. So they pass all of that back to her. Again, a huge rarity, but I think this is good news overall and really sets kind of like a precedence. Is that right? Precedence for a lot of other agencies to do the exact same thing, which it should be this way. This is how it should go down. And the fact that it didn't, it took 7 months, is disappointing, but nonetheless, it is really exciting that it did nonetheless. And I'm very happy to see this. So let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Nice to see someone 100% Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Precedent. Thank you. Precedent. Thank you. God, I'm so bad with words. So that is some great news that we got here from V4. Amazing stuff, chat. In other news, let's go take a look here what's going on with Hololive, guys. And I want to go take a look here at the newest Hologra, as always. It is Sunday, so let's go take a look, guys. And this one is called Chain of Command. Let's take a look, guys.
エビさん、この仕事やっといてって言ったわよね。でも、経歴は優先度出来高ですし、先週締め切りのが終わってねえのにか。リラックスですよ、船長先輩。癒される。けどお前の仕事は資料作成。てか誰か電話取れよ。待たすな。無理ですわ。はい。
That's me editing, by the way.
メモもお疲れ。
Yeah, that's just me editing. That's Toomsy.
ラプラスちゃん。いつからそんな悪い子になっちゃったのかしら。ちゃんと働いてくれないとなり。この
I knew this was gonna happen.
気持ちだけ受け取っておきますし。何がきついんだってね。ここは興奮するとこだろうが。マリーさんはなんか違うんだよな。私は選手先輩からどんな甘いしった激励が来るのか楽しみですよ。こんなまっすぐな後輩も。
Man, this is really gay and I love it.
やめろ。メリッサお姉様は俺の番だぞ。仕事してください。ずいぶん賑やかだね。
Holy fan service, bro.
こちらが真面目に働いてくれないんですよ。説得力ないかも。ビビちゃんお仕事できて偉い偉い。
This is my favorite episode ever. I'm not gonna lie.
けないね。ラプちゃんは何をしてるのかな。あずき先輩、申し訳ないです。つぼねがキャーキャーやかましくてつい。は？打ち転がしてってね。ダメだよ、ラプちゃん。マリンちゃんたちはあなたたちこのためを思って注意してくれてるんだから。ね。はい。でも我が輩、怒られるならあずき先輩がいいです。いつものあれください。もうしょうがないな、甘えん坊。
This is straight up the best episode I've ever seen.
本当に役に立たない豚だね。
I'm sorry. Hold on here a second. Can we rewind this a second? Hold on. You're such a useless little. Wow, we're really getting treated with something special on Mother's Day, chat. Yeah, I think LaPlus directed this one.
何かできることあるのかな。ああ、オフィスミュージックっていうのかな。リラックスできる音楽かけたかったんだよね。ごくり、バイバイバイバイ。
Oh yes, my favorite episode, the Yuri BDSM collab. What a great episode, hologram.
ここをこうすると。えい。はあ、いい音色だね。もっと面白い音出るかな。頑張れ。
This is literally BDSM, bro. This is insane. This is insane.
骨の髄まで楽しませるためのおもちゃ、音のってる豚だよ。お、これが始まったってことはもうお昼休憩かな。ほんまよ、通りでお腹空いたと思ったらビビの腹
Yeah, but she likes it. It's okay, Stone.
あんたたち、この前話したうまいランチ連れてってあげる。もちろん先輩のおごりよ。チックタック。お上手。うわ、バカになる。マリちゃん、お腹空いた。そうね、そこのお店、私が来るとわざわざ店長が接客してくれて、特別メニューを作ってくれて。
And I love Yuri.
あずき様の希望が12時をお知らせします。
That's the reality of adulthood. What the fuck did I just watch? Oh my god. I love hologram. I love hologram. This is insane. I can't believe I had to watch. This is literally like watching a bunch of like Yuri anime, dude. That is insane. I love LaPlus. Holy shit. And other news, guys, checking in here with Hololive. We do got to talk about Mech Park, guys. And we don't know what Mech Park is. It is actually a brand new project announced by Hololive. And basically what this is, it's kind of like it's almost like a training course to potentially become part officially of Hololive. So Mech Park is a new type of training project where trainees and directors work together as a unit, aiming for a professional debut. 3 trainees and 1 director will form a single unit, and the story will unfold from there. The activity period is a maximum of 2 years. If your talent is recognized, you may be able to debut earlier without the waiting the period. On the other hand, if you do not meet the criteria within the deadline, your story to a formal debut will end there. So it's kind of like training to build you up to potentially go on to get an official debut within Hololive, which I think is actually really cool. Of course, the path to become a professional is paved upon the following 3 multifaceted indicators. As a general rule, being for promotion within units that strive to improve together through friendly competition. The trust, activity level, and fan support, in particular, fan support, is given the greatest weight in the judging process, and your genuine desire to continue watching this unit and talent will determine whether you pass or fail. 2 units are scheduled to begin activities in succession. Already got 6 talents on the way, chat. Could now reveal the silhouettes of the trainees. Stay tuned for future updates. So I think this is kind of a cool idea. I know that Ninja Sanji has done something like this before, but of course Chris goes on to say covers doing a bit of an academy, right? Like people have 0 experience, want to become a VTuber star, kind of like how Any Color had BTA. So I think this is actually interesting. We'll see how well it goes. I kind of want to keep an extra eye on these 6 talents and just kind of like break down how everything's going for them, but we'll see what happens, chat. And finally, just one more thing I want to mention to all of you. Pakora is actually apparently going to be in PUBG. That is right. Coming from PUBG Mobile, Japan. The silhouette of Pakora is here on their latest advert. So, yes, guys, you too can be Pakora in PUBG, which is actually kind of fucking crazy. Yeah, I can see her there too with all the explosions and everything. So, That'll be really, really fun. Exciting. So while I delete some tabs here, chat, has anybody heard what's been going on recently with Hololive? I'm sure you all have. But in case you haven't, I'll give you the deets right now. So everybody, I do want to dive into one of our main stories today, and it does involve Hololive. Specifically, it involves a game called Eternal Return. So what does this have to do with anything, right, guys? Well, this has to do with Hololive and Kronii, and of course a game called Eternal Return. So let's go take a look here at an announcement put out by Eternal Return. It says, notice regarding the change in voice actor for Baeyong's English voice. Okay, so it sounds like there's going to be some kind of change to their VA. So let's listen to what happened, chat.
Hello, survivors of La Maria Island. The voice actor responsible for the English voice of the character Baeyong is scheduled to be replaced. Upon implementation, the English voice will not be applied, and we plan to add it as soon as possible at a later date. Regarding the selection of the new voice actor, the schedule for the voice change, and other specific updates on future progress, we will provide further details in a separate announcement.
So guys, if you don't know, they actually did tease the future VA, right? And now they're saying, well, now we're going to replace them. Why is that, right? We're probably all wondering why are they going on to replace them, because that's kind of a big deal. That's a big call.
Our company's English voice casting process is conducted with the support of external partners. It is carried out in a format similar to an open audition, where the development team conducts blind tests based on the audio samples provided by applicants to ultimately select the voice.
Right, sure.
In the current process managed through external partners, pre-verification during the casting stage is relatively insufficient compared to domestic standards. Moving forward, we will actively explore effective verification methods to address this.
Of course, they go on to say, we'll continue to strive to provide a game service that is even more enjoyable to play in the future. Thank you for always playing Eternal Return. So here is their announcement, right? So what's going on with this, guys? Why is this such a big deal to everybody? And why is everybody freaking out about it? Well, guys, they actually fired Dota VU. I hope I said that right. Dota VU. They fired Dota VU as a voice actor in this game because she made a joke 4 years ago where she called a boar enemy in the game boring as a joke. Yes, really, chat. I wish that I was making this up, but this is entirely 100% true. They fired her as a voice actor in the game because she made a pun about a boar in the game being boring. Yes, this is entirely exactly what happened. I'm going to lay out the timeline and read to you this docu that Fishy put together on what was going on with this. So let's go take a look. It's very short. But, who is this all about, right? So it's about Eternal Return. This game made by South Korean developer Neverness. Of course, we have Kronii, who's going to step into this. And if you haven't drawn the correlation yet, well, this voice actress right here, guys, who was confirmed to be the upcoming character, well, they're Kronii, guys. I don't know how to spell it out any clearer than that in case you can infer, but this person is Kronii, right? So again, they were already teased as being the VA, but of course now this opportunity was yoinked from them. So where did this all start, chat? Well, this actually started on a Hololive stream back from 2021. Again, 4 years ago, chat. This happened 4 years ago. A sponsored stream by Kronii was in the link. While she was fighting a boar, she simply makes a pun saying, such a boring joke, referring to the animal, right? There seems to have been little to no preparation for the sponsored stream, as she's still struggling with basic early game progression. She's doing rather poorly in terms of being overwhelmed by the game's difficulty, but together with her co-streamer, they still end up winning a match. More on this under the last point. Sponsored streams difficult entry barrier. I believe somebody in chat pointed out this was one of her first sponsored streams, so this is probably very new to her as well, right? So probably getting used to this. But what happened this week? So remember, chat, happened back in 2021. So of course, Dot is confirmed to be the new VA on the 6 right here, and you can see that right here. This was since deleted on this post, but it does go on to, again, show that she is voicing Bayun, right? So, following the announcement, claims are made among Korean fans that the new upcoming VA is shedding a bad light on the game. That's right, because they made a joke about a boar. But if VA's profile doesn't actively link to any of their socials, they linked the voice actor back to the VTuber Kronii and her stream back in 2021. The outrage is mostly traced back to misunderstanding two things. The boring pun, as being intended to actually mean boring game, which is a misunderstanding. Mentions of unprofessionalism, unenthusiasm within the sponsored stream for over 4 years ago. They said it was low energy and badly prepared. So let me get this straight. A stream that was 4 years ago, you're mad about, and you're gonna raise hell about it to have her lose opportunity at something. That is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Of course, in their Discord, Eternal Return goes on to say, we're currently aware of the situation concerning the VA for Bayun, and we're looking into the matter. We will share a further update through a separate announcement. Of course, the article was posted on this website here that says, at the time, viewers were divided between the opinion that a wild boar is also called a boar in English. But what is the problem? And that it was an inappropriate remark to make during a promotional broadcast. That is actually insane. To hold somebody to a standard like that, that's so unrealistic. During the next hours, more rumors and social media discourse would build up. More joke would spiral out of control, without proper background checks, that it was just meant as a pun. So again, I think this might be because of a language barrier thing, but people were basically like, oh, Kronii was calling the game boring. That's unprofessional. She should lose her role as a VA. That's ridiculous. So, Dot goes on to actually reply to some of this. So let's go take a look at these replies, chat. Dot goes on to say all of these things right here. So I'll let elara read it.
Coming from someone whose English is also not their first language, if English is not a language you are fluent in, I hope you are able to first analyze and understand what wordplay in a genuinely harmful comment is before taking action.
Yep.
This has always been a constant problem I've had with some individuals where they would process my words through a rough translator and twist my words.
Yep.
It was hurtful to see this, but I didn't think it could be harmful, but I see how mistranslations toward myself could make a negative impact. I hope those who would misconstrue words through a mistranslation could reflect on how their seemingly innocent action can impact others and be more careful with their actions. As for the individuals who misconstrue with ill intent in mind, I sincerely hope you can grow as a person.
It's really sad that they are taking this as an opportunity to stab at her when it's literally just a misunderstanding, right? As she goes on to say, I won't lie, taking opportunity over this is quite hurtful. But there are more projects on the horizon to look forward to that I constantly audition for my own efforts as a voice actor and not through anything else. Of course, thank you to those I was able to work with and to the people who are excited for me. I'll continue to do better. And it really sucks to have the opportunity stripped over literally the dumbest thing, right? Of course, going here, Kronii actually tweets out, breaking news, a tire is a tire and a boar is a boring, right? Like, just adding to the pun a bit, but Kronii did throw into it officially. Says if you found this pun to be controversial, then hospital. I can't agree more. I can't agree more. There's literally nothing wrong with this joke overall. It's literally just a pun. To create controversy out of this is, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous, right? So now Kronii did actually go on the live stream and talk about this, and we are going to actually go look at that live stream here in just a bit. But of course, Nimble Neuron did decide to recast the voice actor, right, which we read at the beginning, where they've decided to, again, recast instead of Kronii at the helm. They will have somebody else as well, which is just, again, it's ridiculous, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. Looking here at the notable reactions, yep, Eternal Return is one of those few games where people from different languages can easily interact with each other. On X2, everyone's easily able to talk, argue with each other using their own languages due to the auto translation. It's kind of amazing. Today's been an eventful cultural exchange, and thank everybody for sharing their opinions. However, some of you in Ian and KR are slinging personal attacks at each other need to stop. You know who you are. Being passionate about the game doesn't give you the pass to say whatever. For anyone who cares, don't worry about me because I don't really care about negative comments. I've seen it all already before. Of course, there's some posts here on forums talking about this as well. Here's discourse on Twitter, on Korean Twitter about it. So again, this is just proof that people are literally losing their minds about it, literally over nothing, Chad. Like, they just literally, Kronii made a pun. So let's go take a look at that stream and what Kronii had to say about the lost opportunity.
But I don't know. Today I woke up. I was like, oh wow, today is.
I mean, guys, can we just
really
acknowledge?
thinking,
Can we take one moment to acknowledge how ridiculous this whole situation really is? I'm flabbergasted. It's so stupid.
oh wow, it's such an amazing day, but it was just another day. And then, I don't know. I felt like it was kind of strange, because I don't know. I was a bit down today.
I mean, I'd be a little down after that too. Oh, is it muted?
Oh, and then sponsored stream, no less. And then, I don't know. And then they also commented on
They might have had a mute for the audio or something like that.
Unenthusiastic I sounded. And that was like back in 2021.
Yeah, the video itself got muted.
I'm gonna kill this boar.
Here's the clip.
He's such a bore.
I'm gonna go.
Boring. Ha ha ha.
This is literally the most harmless fucking joke. And for you to lose a VA role, right? To lose that revenue is fucking ridiculous, chat. This is the dumbest cancel, like, culture thing I think I've ever seen in my life. This is literally the most misplaced, misguided cancellation I've ever seen in my life.
That was only like 3 months.
I guess somebody's the fucking fun police.
Debut, so I was a lot more reserved and I was really nervous about, not sucking too terribly.
So again, it was one of her first ever sponsorships. On top of that, so back in 2021, she was also a bit greener than she is now as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure you were nervous.
For the game. Yeah, that's...
People have said way more. I'm gonna stop watching this video because it seems like it's, let me see if there's another one we can look at. Here we go. Yeah, let's try this one. I don't know why this got muted. Yeah, I don't know why that other one's muted so heavily.
I was a bit down today, because, while some people repercussions over a non-existent problem, it makes me kind of sad to see, I guess.
I mean, it made me sad too. It's just, it's ridiculous. It's really just a pun.
Like, save face and do something. I really genuinely did not do anything other than making a pun.
Yeah,
and
literally, like,
sounding.
What did Kronii do wrong in this situation at all? If anything,
like one of the
nothing.
First few sponsored streams that I got. Yeah, but I feel like it's something that can't be really helped.
I mean, like, I would be crashing out more if I were her. I'm gonna be honest. This would absolutely, like, upset me in such a huge way. I feel so horrible for her that she's had to deal with this. It really sucks to see, like I can understand getting canceled for something where you did something actually, like, wrong, but what the fuck is this, dude? This is literally nothing wrong at all. She made a pun. People dug this up from 2 years ago to cause problems.
Sorry to bother you, Elara, but that is like the dumbest reason she got fired because of a joke 4 years ago. Well, if she's removed from the game, then the game will never get the support. If you lose a top tuber in your game, nobody will support it.
And especially since they connected it to her now, all of the Hololive supporters now are going to be like, well, probably going to drop that game, right? Because this is just blatantly a wrongful cancellation, guys. Absolutely wrongful. And of course, not to be surprised here by any means, the game did end up getting absolutely review bombed. Oh, I thought I have a picture of it. Dang, I don't think I have the picture anymore. The game got absolutely review bombed, guys. I mean, it was like, oh my god, it was really, really bad. So, not that I'm surprised by this at all. Yeah, it's getting destroyed on Steam. So, I think the thing here is, chat, is the lesson is like, sometimes when you see stuff, especially in a different language, right? Don't believe everything you see or don't believe everything that you read, right? Look into it a little bit more. As Kronii said herself, right? Like, it's a constant problem I've had with some individuals, right? But I hope those who misconstrue words through mistranslation could reflect on how their seemingly innocent action can impact others. And I think that is the biggest part of this, guys. Look into things a little bit more instead of immediately jumping to the absolute worst fucking conclusion, because that's what happened here, and it cost her a great opportunity, guys, and that really sucks. You know, I would say that's internet etiquette, but sadly, I don't even think people do that anymore. I'm being real with you. I don't think they do. I don't even think that's a thing anymore, which really, really sucks. Really sucks. But that's what's going on, guys, with Kronii. Guys, let's skip on down here to talk about some indie news. First up, I do want to talk about a few VTuber blacklists that were recently listed. The first up, guys, we have Ozpin Arc. Their crimes are allegedly sextortion, trying to acquire, good lord, and pedophilia. So here are their accounts and things like that. So let's go take a look at the proof attached. Well, is a screenshot taken from one of Ozpin's streams, and with some minor mentions their age, okay? I'm matured. I realize I'm getting old at the age of 16, almost 17. Blue screenshots between Ozpin and the minor. Ozpin using money trying to force the minor to sending nudes. Pressuring anyone to send nudes is considered sextortion. Absolutely. So here's that person, right? I wish you'd made it clear I'm not a big nudes person. I like myself, but for me, I don't like taking pics of my body showing other over money. It feels disgusting. I will be fair and give you what was agreed, but if you had one pic with nipples and all visible, I will add 200 bits, and if you send 2, I will make it 400. What the fuck? No, sorry if I'm not comfortable showing nudes. Oh, well, non-nude version except for the 2 decent tits, and yeah, nude. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, I wanted to warn you about this individual, guys. Be careful out there. What the actual fuck? Yeah, that's not even like $5, right? Of course, also we have a JoJo VR. Crimes making a defamation post against a person, running an harassment campaign on said person without any justifiable evidence. So here is the alleged person here, and their socials. We were seeing the evidence of JoJo making a defamation post harassment campaign. Here's a proof that the person themselves are in the screenshots. Hey, drama, but I'm also tired of it coming to me and me staying quiet about it. Fortuna VA, the alternate, you have some explaining to do to the people. Victim involved has not received any public apology, but this does not erase that JoJo made a defamation statement against a victim. JoJo has even made false accusations that the victim doxed him. Right, so now we're lying about getting doxed. Wonderful. There's more evidence. We asked some people come forward in our DMs. So, of course, talking about Tima Fortuna, and I talked. And while they aren't the ones that provide the screenshots, they were believed to be the only person with them at the time. Confirmed by Honky, so this leads me to believe that he was the only one that leaked that screenshots. He also falsely accused Goth Rose Garden of doxing. What is considered doxing if the first name had other personal information added unknown is not doxing. JoJo has falsely accused 2 people of doxing him. We've also received a testimony of a call JoJo had that he falsely accused Tima of doxing and planning to ruin his image with malicious intent. There's a full document here as well, guys. A mod coming forward their story. I mean, allegations of sexual acts happening in front of a minor. I mean, yeah, this is definitely a very questionable person. So I want to let you know this was going on, chat. Again, this person is named JoJo VR. So there you go, guys. Well, crazy stuff, man. Looking at the VTuber blacklist, sometimes I think I lose brain cells. To know people like that exist is gross. In other news, guys, we finally got an update about Glitch Energy, guys. So check this out. As you guys know, Glitch Energy was letting go of a bunch of the creators. They started posting AI-generated adverts, things like that. People were giving them a lot of shit for it. Well, Glitch Energy decided to clear the air. Number one, Glitch Energy currently has 0 partners, affiliates, or creator programs. None. Guys, they cleaned house. Once they were bought out, they cleaned house. You know what, claiming association or theatrically disassociating was never part of this company, period. When our partner program launches, it'll be invite only and ruthlessly selective. We'll find you. We discovered the old Glitch left creators unpaid. So we tracked the documentation, applied pressure, and have recovered over $1,000 in no payments to various creators so far. So going, anyway, we have the flavors of the future to perfect, characters to animate, and an AI-powered future to build. Override everything is not a suggestion, it's a mission. So yeah, they cleared house. Looks like they're gonna go full in on the AI stuff. So yay, I guess.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the future of Glitch Energy, and an update about them, guys. In other news, we also want to take a look here with Shondo. I told her I've been enjoying your YouTube videos. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks for being here, Raven. Yeah, I mean, at least they paid the people, right? I'll give them that. But Shondo, good news, guys. We talked about Shondo last week. Shondo's having problems with her house. Well, Shondo says, it's official. I own a house. Ever since I was a kid, I've been saving up as much money as possible to work towards a dream of buying a permanent home with my home family. So congratulations to Shondo, because she had a lot of problems, securing the house recently, but everything is looking good, guys. So great to see. In other news, let's go check in here with Neurosune. Neurosune had a very interesting debacle happen to them, chat, and I wanted to talk to you about this. I don't think I've ever seen this at all in the history of ever, but I would love to hear from you. So, elara, give it to us.
I asked a vtuber a bit ago now if they might want to do a fun Overwatch collab, and they told me they would charge me $250 for a 1-hour collab, which blew my mind. I told them I couldn't do that and they ended up blocking me cause of it. Is it normal to charge people to collabs? I personally would never do that, but I want to see what you guys think.
So let me get this straight. Somebody tried to charge you 250 hours for a 1-hour collab? What? That's actually crazy. Charging to collab. I have never heard of that. I'm going to be honest. That has to be a scam, guys. Collaboration is two or more creators working together to create a special moment, special stream, special experience, right? If somebody's charging you for that, hell no. No, there is no way, dude. There is no way. That has to be a scam. I want to know who this is. This has to be some way to try to rob you of your money. I'll also add to this. If you paid that money and there was one tiny thing wrong, they better give you a refund. Like, anything in that collab that's wrong, they better give you a refund. Let's go read what people are saying. Luminous says, that's only abnormal, but that's also stupid as heck. Collabs are about making friends, having a fun time, and are meant to help put both parties, and it's super fun for chat. People says, it makes me sad. Collabs should be mutually fun and to build relationships. Lucia says, no, that's weird. People should collab because the vibes would be cool. Exactly. Look, collaboration is not, I know most people will say, like, well, collaboration does seem transactional, and in some cases it is, but I think for the most part, most people really shed that off of them, right? We like collaboration, have fun and meet new people, make special moments, right? This should not be something where you're paying someone else to collab with them. That is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. This is not a normal thing, chat. If anybody ever tries to charge you for a collab, I've been around for almost 5 years, guys. This is not normal. Please push back on this. This is not a thing that should be around. Insane. Absolutely insane, guys. In other news, there has been a bit of a problem going around with a cosplayer, guys. And you know, I figured sometimes I can report on this, but every once in a while, when I'm learning about it, I'll go watch a video, and I feel like Kasahana explained this so well. I was like, you know what? Let's just watch Kasahana's video about it. But apparently, guys, there's a VTuber cosplayer that is receiving a lot of backlash over something they did at a con before. So let's go take a look. Let's learn about it together. and watch Kazahana's video. By the way, guys, please go check out Kazahana. He does daily, like, multiple videos a day of news. So if you ever want VTuber related stuff, he's a great resource for that, especially like on YouTube. If you just want to put in a video while you're running, or, you know, watch something while you're eating, he's a great resource for that. So anyway, let's go take a look at what exactly is going on. I believe, guys, does anybody remember there was a cosplayer that was mocking somebody wearing Rev Says Desu merchandise? I believe it's revolving around them, but let's go take a look.
Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of backlash at Oshi Uplink. Now, if you don't know, Oshi Uplink tends to be a pretty big convention over in Canada, where it's a VTuber convention, right? Really great, and of course, a lot of people go and attend it. But a lot
of people went to Oshi Uplink and talked very highly of it, even though it was small. A lot of people were very excited to go to this con, and it had a very strong reputation afterwards. A lot of people really loved it, especially for it being its first year.
A lot of people have been very concerned after the appearance of one cosplayer who was in a little bit of heat a while ago for some stuff to do with Face Connect and some other stuff too. And that, of course, was a Gum Bun, who ended up.
Gum Bun has been Gum Bun is kind of like held in high regard within the Face community, but like Gum Bun has done like Fillion stuff. They've collabed with Fillion. I mean, like, Gum Bun is pretty well known within the cosplay community,
Jelly
VTuber
during
community.
the whole Jelly Hoshiyumi situation, but also the one that I'm more concerned about, which was the the biggest one for me, especially considering that she's attending another convention, which was, of course, harassing some random person at a convention she was at. I think it was MagFest, I think this was called. And this is the post that was originally out. We talked about this in a video.
Yeah, you guys probably remember this, but Gum Bun goes on to say, being a guy with a dev happy at MagFest was like 15 9/11s and posts a picture. I'm a Rev, I'm stupid, not dev. So now look, guys, I get that you might not like Rev Says Desu. Look, I'm in the same boat as you guys. I get it. I understand. But it's very unprofessional for you to go around taking pictures like this. Apparently they staffed this convention as well. And of course, taking these pictures and sending it around. There's no need to do that, right? That's absolutely completely unneeded. And it's also just unprofessional, right? If you don't like Rev Says Desu, just fucking ignore him, block him, you know? Like, it makes no sense. Yeah, even if you don't like Rev attacking his fans like that, so mean, exactly. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Video a while back. But essentially, yeah, she took a picture of this random person at this convention saying, seeing a guy with a dev, obviously, they mean Rev, happy at MagFest was like seeing 15 9/11s. And obviously they put, the picture of them down below. So they've been following this person through the convention just because they're wearing Rev merch, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. And of course, you can have your own feelings and thoughts about Rev and, whatever. But the one thing that you do not do is you don't follow someone around a convention just because they are wearing certain merch of someone that you dislike.
Absolutely true. I mean, like, you don't know his motivation for even wearing that, but like, why are you bothering this dude? Just leave him alone.
Right. And it's honestly crazy behavior. It seems like this person was following them, taking a picture of them without their consent, and just kind of in a sense creep-shotting them, right? And of course a lot of people have been unhappy, and then people were also unhappy at the kind of the comparison that they made, saying it was like seeing 15 9/11s, which I think is absolutely crazy because nothing can really be that bad. Let's be honest, right? Seeing a piece of merch at a convention.
Yeah, I mean, like, being like, oh my god, it's Rev Says Desu out in the wild. Oh my god, it's 9/11. Like, bro, it's not that serious. Chill the fuck out.
Isn't as bad as seeing 15 9/11s.
I mean, I get it, guys. I'm personally attacked by Rev. Rev made a video on me, like, I get it. I have more reasons than I think anybody else to, just like Rev Says Desu, right? But regardless, you're not gonna see me acting that way in public. Like, just ignore it, dude. Ignore it. There's no reason to feed into it even more and harass some innocent person, right? They're not Rev.
So again, I think that's a way totally way out of proportion.
Are you
Like,
Russian? What's
sure,
up?
as I said, if you don't like him or whatever, or if you don't like, you know, people seeing people wear his merch, whatever, you go, oh, okay, well, I don't like that, and then just kind of move on from it, right? You don't need to make this whole thing and follow them and take pictures of them, right? It's just so weird, and obviously a lot of people were not happy, right? And Rev actually responded saying, PC featured cosplayer, creep shots, convention staff for wearing merch of someone they don't like, posted in the official PC Face Connect Discord server for the sole purposes of harassing him, compares it to 15911's, Face Connect talent joins in on the needless attack. Interesting, interesting stuff.
You can wear whatever you want too.
Legal
Like,
mindset saying cons usually have permission to photograph,
people
which
do
will
too
genuinely
much,
immunize
guys.
staff.
People
But
just
even
do way too
recognizing
much
that this type of
sometimes.
behavior leads to stalking and harassment, I've seen multiple photos and angles of the same guy. If it's all the same photographer, it would bolster that angle. Which, yeah, obviously saying like it's not necessarily illegal the thing that they have done here, but it is very weird, right? And that happens in a lot of cases. There's a lot of things that aren't necessarily illegal for you.
Guys, I'm just gonna tell you, like 99.9% of stuff, if you don't like it, just move on. Like, God, everybody spends too much time harassing other people or, you know, going under YouTube comments and bitching and moaning about everybody else's opinions. Like, guys, if you don't like something, just move on. Literally, like, or come here and talk about it. Let's have a conversation in good faith, and then we'll all move on together. Like, it doesn't need to be this, like, you know, turn-based RPG bullshit on Twitter. Like, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous, guys. If you don't like something, move on. You were taught that when you were a kid, right? And I know you were taught that when you were a kid. So put it into practice. It's a very pivotal thing that you need to learn in your life.
For you to do, but it is at the same time extremely weird, and we will judge you for doing that, right? And again, saying these staff members should learn to shut up and allow customers to get the money in. Yeah, so of course, that all happened, right? And well, it seems like recently there's a post that's been trending at Oshi Uplink instead now, which has now been taken down, surprisingly. And obviously, this was one of the posts that blew up, saying, honestly, the fact that she even feels like the nerve to still act like she's the pillar of the face community is disgusting. And obviously, there's a picture of her within the kind of face kind of cosplayers, I think it was, with some other face cosplayers and whatever, saying the stuff she did taking advantage of the jelly situation back at the start of the year opened the floodgates to reveal how much of a snake she is. From
I gotta be honest, I don't think I know her relation to the jelly stuff. So maybe you guys know in chat. You could fill me in on that. I'm kind of lost on that
her
part.
taking creep shots of a random con-goer because she didn't approve of him being a Rev fan, to the clip of her on Fillian's stream where Kiyoshi raided, like, sure, cosplay who you want, but don't act like you're not just another ethot trying to profit off of some of the most loyal communities in the VTubing space. So yeah, obviously a lot of people not happy about that. Saying there it is, that's the exact moment she saw Kiyoshi raided Fillian, lol, which is quite funny. Then cosplaying as Kiyoshi's friend while hating her is also akin to skinwalking style. So skinwalker infiltration is real. And yeah, a lot of people have been kind of commenting on that.
Yeah,
and
true.
again, there's been so many
it's
different
just a
people
grudge.
commenting on it, saying, told you this snake would silently come back like nothing ever happened. Watch your backs at Oshi Uplink if you have any problematic VTuber merch on you, so you don't
here's
get
the thing,
stalked.
right? If you're in a collaboration, right, chat? If you're in a collaboration with somebody like
Keep shotted by her,
you know, Fillion or whatever, right? And somebody you don't like raids, it is not your platform to sit there and act some kind of way, right? Like, you were on somebody else's stream and you need to maintain your professionalism. If you don't like the person that raided, well, guess what? It's not your channel. So, yes, you're on it, but you don't own that channel and you were a guest on that channel, right? It's their home. So be respectful.
To be to get made fun of by her followers later. Saying ironic, or what did Gunbun do? Say just search Gunbun on this timeline, and others like Grixit will so after scrolling a little bit since quite some time has passed. And I'll see people saying lol Oshi Uplink, sorry, deleted their post that had Gunbun in it.
Yeah, exactly. Just because they're rated doesn't mean
maybe
they're
she
friends.
can read the room after.
That's another such an important point people forget about. Just because somebody raids doesn't mean they're friends, right? Like, you don't get a choice to control who raids you, right? Like, anybody can raid you.
But she's gonna sneak her
Unless you
way in
block
again,
them,
or
like,
even try to
but
grift
why are
off
you gonna
of
block
Fillion
just some
despite
random
not
people,
liking
you
her
know?
whenever she comes back. So yeah, obviously a lot of people not happy about that, and of course as well, Trigger Point as well, the same person who made the original post, saying, "Be careful out there, Oshi Uplink. don't want y'all getting creep shotted by cosplayers who don't like the VTuber merch you wear. And obviously Lydia saying, I'm sorry, what? And obviously, yeah, it's referring to the whole situation of Gunbun taking the picture of this person. And I think that is the most concerning thing, right?
By the way, Chad, this is the same guy that says that I'm a man and still has not apologized to me. But fun fact, by the way, while we're here.
Out of everything. I think that obviously, you know, the Jelly Hoshimi stuff sucks and her still, you know, trying to be like within the Face Connect kind of space and things after all of that kind of stuff does suck.
Yeah.
But I do think the biggest kind of most immediate problem to me is obviously her attending this convention when she has had a past of taking pictures of people without them knowing and just kind of following them around and essentially harassing them, right? To a point where, you know, this was plastered all over the internet, which again, this is just some person that is walking around with some merch or someone that they like, and that's all they're doing. They're minding their own business. They're not causing anybody issues. You can see they're just walking, and that's it, right? That's all there is. And I think that, you know, it is pretty horrible for someone who not only is a cosplayer and, you know, attends these events as a cosplayer and should know the kind of you know, what do you call it, the dangers and the kind of weirdness of you know, why you should never do something like this. But, you know, there also have been, you
it's crazy to me that we have to say, but like, hey guys, don't take creepy pictures and stalk people. Like, why are we having this conversation? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Staff at conventions and things like that as well. So you should especially know why this is weird, right? Because cosplayers at conventions get this all the time, right? They deal with creepy, you know, weirdos that try to take pictures of them from weird angles and stuff like that. Of course, you know, that happens all the time. And she should be one of the first people to know that that is.
I was about to say, look, as somebody who's done Lolita, I would say that one of the first things that I think about a lot is people taking creepy pictures. So why would you be the one taking the creepy pictures?
Not okay to do that, right? And that it's not okay to follow people around. And it's not okay to kind of harass them around a convention. Because what if someone was to do that to you, right? And I think that is 100% the case that some people are asking, right? You know, if someone did that to you, you'd be completely upset and outraged by this. But apparently it's okay because they're wearing the merch of someone that you don't like. And I think it is, yeah, just kind of insane, right?
And I agree here with Kasana 100%. It's just, it's weird, guys. Why be that way? So, yes, this was Gunbun. This was Gunbun. I'm not very familiar with the stuff with Jelly or that moment that Kirsch rated. I'm gonna have to look into that separately, but regardless, I think this obviously stands on its own as problematic as well. So a lot of people, of course, were upset because she was going to be a pushy up link. Another related topic is one of their chatter once said he went to a convention. An Agnes cosplayer went up to him and said, "I know what you are," then walked away. Wait, to who? To Kasahana? Remember the VTuber associated with the song community was against trans people? People went after Lara for that. Someone to the extreme of calling her man, yeah. So it was like Grix, Madam Savvy. I think I remember. Was that her name? I don't remember, right? But you will see, some people were really cool and came to my defense, but I was kind of shocked that nobody tried to, like Grixter and other people didn't even bother to delete their posts or apologize. So I'm like, damn, that's a bad look on y'all. A cosplayer dressed at UG was detained after kicking the absolute shit out of him. Oh, wait, no, I did see that. Yeah, when the whole thing was going, okay, so you guys remember that pink-haired chick, what's her name, Mizu? That was seeing the anti-trans stuff. Does anyone remember that? I'm sure all of you probably remember that, right? Well, I posted a short about it, and it like went super viral. Mia, that's it, sorry. Mizu, that's it. Yeah, so I made a thing about it and it went like super viral, right? And it blew up and all the anti-trans people went after me. And so when I made a post back, it was a long time ago, right? I think it was like a few months or a year before. No, it wasn't a few months. Okay, anyway, it was before I turned off my voice changer, right? I was talking about how I use a voice changer, and Grix reposted it. I was like, oh, yeah, she's a man, right? And so then a couple other people started to, like, pick up on it as well and started being, like, really hateful. And luckily, a lot of people stepped up and were like, yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're stupid. Like, just go and look for like, yeah, like 2 seconds, right? Like, I obviously have like IRL pictures and things like that. I met people at cons, etc. Right? So, so anyway, but Greg's never like apologized or deleted it or took it down. They just left it, right? And they ran with that narrative. I think they still run with that narrative. So, yeah, some things are going to disagree with you during that situation with Mizu. I didn't assume with the whole male accusations. I mean, that's fine, right? Mista, but I think that, you know, the only thing that I would ever rehash about that is, you know, things that involve human rights are not an opinion, right? So, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, so when I first started, I was using a voice changer. And the reason was, back when I first started, chat, this was 2021, all the VTubers were very cutesy, right? All the VTubers were very cutesy, very say-so. It was, I felt pressured to have a very cutesy voice. Yeah, like a higher voice, right? And I just don't have that, right? So I pitched it up for a while. And then eventually, everybody was like, Elara, you should be more yourself and you should, you know, turn it off. And so eventually I was like, yeah, you know what, I will. And I turned it off. And I've been that way ever since. And everything's been so much better, you know, like, and people have made me feel so much more positive about myself because of that as well. Yeah, anyway, you know, people were trying to use that as a way. They're like, oh, well, oh, she used to use one, so she's a man. That was basically the whole thing. Rima did a video on it. It's actually really funny. You should go and watch it. But yeah, it was a drama I went through about, I don't know, maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I think it's been a bit now. I mean, time flies, but it's been a bit. Yeah, I mean, you can, yeah, Remo's crashing out. I mean, you can disagree about my making the short or whatever, and it's fine. Like, I know that I probably had some other opportunities that I could have done better, but I do think, you know, looking back even now, the point I made still stands, right? You know, she did harm her career, and I think actually, next month, I'm gonna actually go back and dive into that video here, pretty soon. So I'll stick tight for that, because I've just kind of been waiting, but I wanted the numbers to support my argument. But yeah, it turns out when you're not a nice person, even if you go through some controversy, your numbers still don't go up. Surprise, chat! What's your relationship with Rima? Rima's one of my friends. He's from covered you at least. Never brought into the whole meal. I mean, I will say that at least Straub and Rev, to their credit, they at least like were like, yeah, that's not true. I will credit them on that a lot, but I will also have to counter Rev quite a bit when I do come out with my own video that, you know, Rev supported this person, right? And said that, you know, sadly these things like calling people out for this don't work. But I do find it funny that when you go and look at their numbers, right? Yes, they went up for a bit, but now they're just right back where they started. So saying these really controversial and mean-spirited things really does not benefit you in the long run. And it's something that Redclaw and I talked about actually on a stream. He pulled up some numbers and it was very enlightening. So, I mean, I guess you could disagree with my opinion, but you can't disagree with numbers, right? But like I said, we'll save that for a different time, because I do want to, I want to wait exactly 3 months, because I feel like 90 days is plenty of time to have the correct numbers about that. So, yeah, we're talking about Griggs adding into it and never actually apologizing, but I mean, guys, it is what it is at this point. It's been a while, so yeah, they were all really hung up on the fact that I said her career is over, but if you actually go and look at her numbers, they're not any better than they were before. So yeah, right, walk, exactly. But I'm gonna wait another bit before I do my kind of counter report on all that, but that'll be a totally separate thing, guys. So we'll get there. And like, dude, I throw my tits on my fucking table on a webcam stream. What else do you want from me? Like, crazy. But anyway, just to get back to what we were talking about, this stuff here from Gumbun, very, very unprofessional. You should not be doing these types of things. Stalking people, going after people like this, eating me off of the screen. That's very mean, guys. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that at all. So, whatever you think, whatever you, you know, don't. Oh, thanks, guys. Now I'm pissed. If you don't like somebody, block and move on, guys. That's the best thing you can do for yourselves. Right now, I'm bald too. However, in other news, let's go take it around Mousy. And we're going to be talking about Mousy quite a lot here for the next bit because Mousy actually went to Universal and met Sailor Moon for the special. Universal's been doing a fan fest thing. They've been having Sailor Moon there for that, which is super cool. So you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Yeah, exactly, Dan, exactly. So she went to, no, it's in the U.S. So she went to that, which is super cool with Connor. And took a picture with Sailor Moon there. Very cute. Mousy also has a recent update where her health has improved so much. She's going to be able to have visitors now, chat, which is amazing. She's done so much shit because she gets her partnership with the game. Who? Oh, Mousy? Yeah, it's been crazy. We talked about it last news stream, but we're going to follow up on that today. So, but anyway, guys, great news from Mousy. Let's take a listen.
A friend's visit is happening in October. Guys,
that's awesome.
So I think VTubon is coming to visit me in October.
Oh, yeah, Zio, I added it. I finally saw it in the suggestion box.
Yay, sir.
Yeah, I added it for you.
Coming to see me. This is it, bro. This is it. This is it, man. We're doing it. This is it. This better not be on VR. No, like, they're coming to my house. Like, they're literally, like, coming to my house.
That's
We're
awesome.
doing it live. Wait, I'm crying. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. And Candy too? Candy too! I am already crying. There's a Candy too? Is everyone gonna sleep in the same bed? No, they're gonna be in my guest room. My guest rooms.
Yeah,
My
it really
guest
makes me
room.
very,
Or maybe.
very excited to see that she's slowly getting better, right?
Or maybe they might come into my room and sleep in my room. I'll piss in the same toilet. Yeah, come use my bathroom. Who gets the coveted cinnamoroll pillow? There's more than one cinnamoroll pillow.
Nobody gets any. They're all
my
mine.
parents, I'm sure my parents will
Yeah, she has
love
come a
them.
long way.
You probably might be wondering, Mouse, you can accept visitors now? So lately, we've kind of been like testing some stuff around the house with like family members coming to visit and me hanging out with them. And me
That's
getting
awesome.
minimally sick instead of getting horrifically sick like I'm gonna die. And it's been pretty manageable. So I'm like,
That's good.
bro, as long as we take precautions and nobody's sick when they come here, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it'll be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, we got disinfectant stuff. We got a lot of stuff.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, think of where she started, right? And all that she's achieved throughout all this time, and now finally have people able to come and visit her is just, God, it feels so good. It's like W finally. Faith in humanity restored.
As soon as people are, if somebody gets off a plane, I wouldn't, like, hug them and shit. I can't do that. Radiation suit. And I keep running on the treadmill. Well, I'm not running yet. I'm walking, but maybe by the time you guys get here, maybe I can do a light jog. You don't have a bubble suit? I don't need a bubble suit. A mask is fine enough. A mask is okay. A mask is fine enough.
Yeah, she's been able to walk on her treadmill now.
If they're chilling
Things have
at my
been really
house
good.
and we're not going anywhere, it's all right. We ran some tests. I need a cunty hazmat suit. Yes. Let me make a cunty hazmat suit full of rhinestones.
Oh, yeah.
We did some tests with family members, and it was
I've told you before.
pretty good.
The tightest hazmat suit you've ever
bro.
seen.
I put nails on the gloves. Yeah. As long as we wash our hands and we're
Yeah, just like one of those like durable balls that you can like roll down a hill.
Else, just a decontamination
In the house
shower.
of Mousy, all guests rest in Cinnamoroll.
Exactly. So this is fantastic news from Mousy. I'm so happy to hear this. Congrats to Mousy, and I'm glad her health is improving, guys. Now, speaking of Mousy, guys, do you remember last stream when I talked about Mousy canceling your sponsorship with a game called Neverness to Everness? Well, Mousy did decide to cancel her sponsorship because she was lied to, misrepresented about the game, including AI. Do you want to talk about this? I'm actually going to pull up this clip again so we can all watch it together. Because I felt like this was actually, you know what? Let's watch VTubing explain. Why not? Here, Perfect. In 2 minutes, guys, VTubing explained is going to tell us what happened in my last stream and what I covered in this great video. Shout out to VTubing explain. Go subscribe to them. Here you go, guys. Here's the full context.
Neverness to Everness, or just NTE, is a new open-world gacha game released in China on
he's
April
on
23rd,
Twitch. I don't know if he twitches,
2026, followed by a global release on April 29th. The drama started on May 5th, 2026, when indie VTuber Iron Mouse publicly denounced NTE on stream for allegedly lying to her about the game's usage of AI-generated assets as part of a sponsorship agreement.
And that's part of the problem. So Mousy said, yeah, so the NTE devs told me that there's no AI in this game, right? Now, chat, before NTE made changes, can we all agree right now that NTE had AI in it? Can we all type 1 if you agree? I feel like we cannot dispute the fact that NTE did not have AI in it. We've seen the proof. It had AI stuff in it. There's no denouncing that. It's either you do or you don't. A part of their agreement was there's no AI in it. Well, guys had AI in it, so they unfortunately misrepresented or lied to Mousy, whichever way you want to put it, right?
Claiming that the developers told her that the game had none of it,
Yeah, they
which would
admitted
lead
it.
to Iron Mouse canceling the sponsorship. The responses. This would lead to a very heated and divided response from in and outside of the VTuber community, with very polarizing takes regarding the game's AI usage and whether it warrants concern or not. For those who supported Iron Mouse, the main focus points were themed around the anti-AI movement, with moderate AI critics taking issue with Gen AI being used for assets, which could theoretically mean that most of the assets were AI generated, and more extreme AI critics taking issue with AI being used in general. Supporters would also take issue with the company allegedly lying about the usage of AI for the sake of securing sponsorship.
And I think this is the biggest problem that I personally have. I mean, yes, I don't like Gen AI, but I know that's kind of different for everybody, right? But for me, like, you lied about it, right? And that is the biggest issue. Yeah, you can be pro NTE and anti-AI, absolutely. You can like the game, but not like generative AI. So I think also as a VTuber, right? Even more so, everybody in the VTuber community, artists are what allow us to do what we do. So I think the respect for them has to be there more so than ever, right?
For those who criticized Iron Mouse, the main arguments were focused on pointing out the alleged contradictory nature of her call-out, citing other gacha games that she was sponsored to play having Gen AI elements.
Which is weird because I don't think any of these have ever been proven that they actually do have AI. Well, let's say hypothetically that they did, right? This could have been added later after her sponsorships. This could have been something that, you know, as she decided to, at this point, make her stance clear on it. There's a million explanations for this, right? People are trying to paint her as hypocritical, but you got to understand, right? Like, AI and Gen AI are different. And also understand that one of the big reasons is because they lied to her as well. That's pretty much the bigger problem here in the grand scheme of things. She was lied to.
As well as providing arguments against the anti-AI movement. Critics would also cite an interview with NTE's developers, where they explicitly stated that Gen AI was used for non-core assets, such as background assets, allegedly contradicting Iron Mouse's claim that NTE developers lied to her team regarding Gen AI usage. The aftermath. On May 7th, 2026, the official NTE Twitter account would...
So this is where we're going to kind of pick things up. Thank you, BTuber Explain, for giving it to us. But NTE decided to release an announcement chat talking about this. So TLDR, they admitted to it. So here they go. Dear appraisers, let's take a look.
Thank you for the feedback. It matters to us. Neverness to Everness is built on human creativity. The characters, stories, and world you experience are the work of artists, writers, and designers. AI-assisted tools were used only on a small number of background and environmental assets, not on the characters or stories that define this game. We're already reviewing and reworking the flagged assets, Clear Skies in Summer and Pink Paws Heist. Your feedback shapes this game, so please keep it coming. We're listening, and we're committed to delivering the quality you deserve.
So again, they admit here that they use AI, well, they say AI-assisted tools, right? But it's generative AI that they use to, put stuff in a small number of backgrounds and environmental assets, but none of the characters or stories, right? So they do admit it. The other thing here, too, is that they ultimately decided to remove it, right? Which, in my opinion, is an acknowledgement that they should not have used it, and they want to replace it. Is that a fair thing to say, chat? Is that fair? I don't know how true that is, MetaHuman. I think that's how I feel, at least with that. That's what they claim Resident Evil 9 uses AI because of DLSS 5 for who are the people in these main arguments? Let me look. I've been talking about some video but could have already played Resident Evil 9 where the devs confirmed they had assets made with AI. See, like, I don't think it's true, right? But also on top of that, you know, generative AI is different from just regular AI, right? Flocky. Okay. Yeah, if I see something from Flocky, I immediately, I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta double check this, and look up the information, because it's probably not trustworthy. She's sponsored by Blue Archive. As far as I can find, Blue Archive use AI in their coding and programming. At the beginning, they're playing, covering a song from, E33. I mean, again, is this ever been confirmed, chat, that, Blue Archive used, generative AI? Because I think that the problem is the generative AI, right? Not just AI stuff. Now, I do know there is generative AI in coding and programming. Maybe Iron Mouse considers that a different thing. I don't know. We would have to ask her, right? So there's definitely more questions to be asked out of that, right? But I know Resident Evil 9 does not use AI, and I know that was something people are arguing that's just not true. So this is the announcement, guys. They admit to it. They removed it. That's good. That's a W, right? They admit that they shouldn't have. Awesome. W, high five. Thank you for taking accountability. I love that. Hey, what's up, Kitty? How are you? I like that. I think that we can all agree NTE did the right thing. Are we on the same page about that? Everybody agree? This is what they needed to do. I mean, Expedition 33 confirmed to use AI as placeholders. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. And then it's fair, Captain. And same here with NTE. They removed it as well. I'm down for that. I like that. So, of course, Merriweather goes on to say, everybody I spoke to said it was a fool for believing NTE would remove the AI assets. Please have hope. Don't assume malice first before considering ignorance. I, for one, am really happy. It's bad that lies were told. This is a good step. They could have easily ignored the backlash, but they still listen, and that's good. Like, even looking at this, right, like, they're talking about prior games had, maybe this coding is generative AI, right? I think at the end of the day, you need to understand that Mousy was lied to, right? And I think that is the biggest focus, that everybody's so caught up on the AI stuff, but you got to remember Mousy was lied to, and that is the main problem here, right? I mean, I don't like Gen AI, but we can't ignore that Mousy, everything was misrepresented to Mousy, right? That is the bigger issue that I don't think a lot of people want to acknowledge, right? We want to start putting hairs about AI and generative AI and what is or what isn't, and coding and this and that. It's like, Mousy was lied to, and that probably pissed her off, so she doesn't want to support the game. And maybe she doesn't like Gen AI. I doubt she does. So she doesn't want to support that, and that's her choice, right? And you don't have to respect it, you don't have to like it, but it's her choice to own. It's not yours. Blue Archive has openly stated they don't use generative AI internally. They probably phrase like that because sometimes a third party they work for might use it and don't catch it. Sure. So, I mean, I agree with Merriweather here. I'm really glad that they fixed it, which is fantastic. I'm happy about that. That's really all I wanted to see from it, right? As somebody that is looking from the outside. So, of course, the bank guys part, you know, they just kind of covered it up for now until they permanently replace it. But they did end up removing it, of course. Also, they did cover up another part. I think it was one of the posters. They did replace it with this thing of this soda water here. So, I mean, at least they adjusted it. I don't know if this is AI generated. I hope to God not. That would make it so much worse. But again, they did at least replace it. So it does look like they took what was said to heart and made the changes. And that is awesome. And these are just some of the other arguments I've seen as well that I wanted to talk about right here from Par. That says, hey, Iron Mouse, when are we deleting these? Going on to say Genshin Impact, right? Talking about, I guess, AI-related stuff. Because Hololive'S on the 9th announced that they're expanding AI integration, AI-driven NPCs, AI-assisted art workflows, etc., right? So what I find really odd about this kind of gotcha moment, right, is these were made 2 years ago, and this post was just now made. So it's like, is Mousy not allowed to change her mind about something with new information. Like, this one's 2 years ago, this one's a month ago. Like, allow people to change their opinion based on new information, right? Very different times. And with this too, like, I guess I would want to know the specifics of this. You know, if you see AI assisted art workflow, what are you using, an AI tool that erases backgrounds? Okay, good for you. I use that too. Like, W, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't mean it's generative AI. And I think that's the big thing that Mousy stands against. In my perspective, I think it's the Gen AI that she has a problem with. Yeah, so these kind of call-outs like this make no sense. People feel like it's some kind of gotcha moment, when it's really, really not. So Merriweather goes on to add a few more thoughts as well. And let's see what Merriweather had to say, guys. Yeah, I mean, like, how NPCs always function, AI-driven, like...
I really wish we could stop politicizing the topic of AI. Some thoughts on the use of generative AI in video games. Recently, it was revealed that a game many of us, myself included, called Neverness to Everness, was using generative AI to produce various assets. Some of these include posters and billboards around the city, but more egregious examples are several AI animations featured on screens around the in-game world.
I think the theater was a big one. In the, of course, that one video with the really rich dude, which I think it's actually kind of funny that the rich guy uses generative AI in his trailer, like, cause that's kind of fitting, but nonetheless, yeah, you said you didn't and you still
Even
used
more
it.
so, several creators and
But
the
I
voice
do
actress have
appreciate
come
the
out
irony
stating
of
that
that.
they were assured by the company that no AI was used in the game. Of course, there was a lot of outrage. And I have to admit, I was pretty disappointed. I was disappointed that a game that I enjoyed so much, is now going to be tainted by this extremely toxic debate, when they could have so easily avoided it.
Yep.
Simply do what other games have done. Commission a few animations, and reuse some assets from other games.
The issue too is, like, you gotta understand, AI is a tool, right? But it's not meant to replace, it's meant to assist. It's okay to have AI tools. AI is good. AI has helped us create better optimization in fertilizing crops, or in the medical field, it has done some fantastic things. AI is a great tool. But when we get to generative AI, when it's replacing people, that for me is where I draw the line, right? That's my problem. But sadly, unfortunately, this topic requires a lot of nuance. Well, you know how Twitter and nuance work well together. It's like, you know, water and oil, right?
They could very easily have just put advertisements for their other game, Tower of Fantasy, or other Perfect World titles. It would have been prime real estate to advertise their other games
42 months.
and
That's
include
crazy.
Easter eggs. Hell,
Thank you so much.
even product placement ads would have been perfectly logical in a game such as this. Many companies would have paid a lot of money to have their products and advertisements featured in a big city game like this.
Yep, absolutely.
And yet, they chose the path of generative AI.
That's such a good point.
And with that choice, they have flagged what was turning out to be a happy and fun new gaming experience, into yet another situation where we have to debate about the ethics of AI.
And this is what I love Merriweather, right? He says, what was turning out to be a happy and fun new game, turning to a situation where we debate about AI. Both things can exist, guys. You can like the game and think it's fun and awesome, and not be happy about how it was created. Both things can exist at the same time, and I love that Merriweather addresses that, right? Fortunately, PR teams behind Gen AI is very antagonistic towards everyday folks. Yeah, sure. That's fair.
Let me make certain that my opinion is clear on the matter of AI. As the owner of an art studio, I am not a fan of it.
Yep.
I think AI art is lazy, lacks soul, and cheapens the world of creative art and entertainment. In short, I believe it harms creatives, and the overwhelming prevalence of AI entertainment online will worsen the experience for audiences.
Yeah, it cheapens.
And although it may
things.
sound
I agree with that.
extreme, it's my opinion that humanity would be better off if generative AI art, animation, and video would be outlawed entirely. However, I am not a fan of the current state of the debate, and how toxic it has become.
Sadly, it seems like every debate has become toxic, Mary, and I hate that so much, but it
Currently,
seems that way.
it has very much become a war of ideologies. Those who are anti-AI believe we should entirely boycott all games and companies that even attempts to dabble in AI, while others are either pro-AI usage for various reasons, or simply believe that those who are anti-AI are annoying and so seek to be contrarian because of it.
And this is,
it has become very much a red versus blue issue, on the internet, I fear. And I really wish it wouldn't. I wish we would all stand on the same side, and understand that no matter which political tribe you belong to, it is bad for all of us. For all artists and enjoyers of art alike.
Yep. Red versus blue was always red versus blue.
Right now, I've seen many people say that Neverness to Everness is tainted. That any attempt the company may make to course correct, will not matter to them.
I think of course
I genuinely feel that this is the wrong approach.
You ever wonder why we're here?
All that does is embolden the other side. See? They'll never be happy anyway, and encourage the company to continue their usage of AI.
Yep.
The company will feel that the opinion of those who dislike AI cannot shift for them, and so they will not bother.
And this is what's important, right? They actually took accountability, right? I'd rather a company realize their mistake and try to get the entirety of the community support back by changing the assets they use than have the bridge be burnt altogether. And that's why I think they made the right choice by making the change, right? And I feel like, again, Mary just absolutely drives this
home. In the last year or so, I've seen the public sentiment shift away from being almost majority anti-AI to more and more people expressing pro-AI sentiment for reasons of contrarianism. I really don't want people to become ambivalent towards AI usage and become convinced that those who hold an anti-AI stance are overreacting.
Which is insane, right? Like, if you don't like something, right? I think fundamentally, right, when I think of a lot of the things that we talk about, and I think of there's select groups of people that are constantly contrarian, right? All the time, guys. Whatever subject that we're talking about, there is groups of people that are constantly contrarian just to be contrarian. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially in the VTuber space. We've talked about this before. But I think that people are not willing to respect other people's opinions or just move on past things that they disagree with, right? It's a waste of your time. Like, if it doesn't matter, why are you so caught up in it, right? With Gen AI, yeah, there is some morality and there is some ethics involved. And I can understand wanting to have a conversation about it a bit, right? But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to use it, you know, they're going to load up like Grok or whatever, like, they can do that and you can't stop them, right? And it's okay to agree to disagree, but instead of attacking and harassing people, seek to educate instead. But sadly, we don't do that. Instead, we just go after people and say, oh, you're a fucking idiot for having that opinion. No, inform people, help them understand how they feel might be wrong.
I wish we could extend a hand to developers who use AI and show them a better path, rather than shun and blacklist them.
Yeah, it's like give a different
Many
opinion
likely don't know better, or have been presented with a false reality, and if we assume malice rather than ignorance, they will only be pushed away for good.
Yep.
We need to show a human approach.
So true.
Because preserving the human approach is the very reason why AI will forever be inferior to the human spirit.
If we assume malice rather than ignorance, we only push it away for good. And I think this is just such an important point, guys. Not only with other dramas we talked about, but particularly this part with AI as well. I think it just comes from a place of like, you don't see the harm, right? You can't understand the harm. And so help them understand the harm, right? So, of course, with Piper, she goes on to add to this as well. Just looking at some reactions here. Piper says, props to NT for listening to community feedback. Upload continue to support the game. Thank you for listening to the community. So, I mean, for me, I'm happy they changed it. Huge W, right? Some people might be, no, I'm done with you. You lied about it. And that's fine. That's your prerogative. You are allowed to believe that. And if you don't want to support it anymore, more power to you. I'm not going to sit here and try to stop you, right? I can understand where you're coming from. For me personally, I'm like, well, they made the change and they care. So that's good for me. But, you know, lying to Iron Mouse, I'm still going to side-eye you, you know? So, of course, Asmongold did weigh into this, talking about the hate agenda against NTE. Well, let's listen to what Asmon had to say about it.
Is that if you're trying to draw a line in the sand with not playing video games made with AI, my best advice to you is to stop playing video games.
I mean, he's kind of right, though. Like, pretty much every video game has some kind of AI, whether it's like assisted, like tool assisted, or AI is like the NPCs and stuff like that, right? So I think that we have to draw, again, the distinction between generative AI and AI as its own thing, right? So it's just applying that nuance. You have to when you're talking about AI stuff in particular.
And the reason why is because a lot of these studios are using AI, but they're just not telling people because it's just part of the development process.
That's probably true.
So it's not,
or it's a placeholder that they remove and then you never know about it, right? Which again, I think it's okay as long as it's assisted tool, so that way the real creatives have the final say and process at the end, right?
There's no like grand design here. It's just that's what people do, right? They're using it with everything. They're using it with pre-production. And they've said, by the way, Hottest Studio, these are the people that made Neverness, Everness, stated AI is used only for pre-production renderings and never for core assets or final content. But apparent AI-generated billboards and cutscenes with visual inconsistencies are present in the released game. So they said that there was an AI, and there seems to be. Well, we don't know this for sure, but
and it's in back of May 7th, chat, so we know that there was. They admitted to it.
Seems to be the case. So go back to original Mega Man and Metroid. Yeah, exactly. And so who gives a fuck about billboards? I don't think anybody really cares. And this is the problem, is that I think there is a manufactured outrage around AI. There is a massive manufactured outrage around AI. And I think the reason why is because you have all these people that are trying to push the idea of like AI being this horrible thing, but the reason why they're actually pushing AI being this horrible thing is because AI stands to put their job at risk. So
I don't think that people are pushing AI as a bad thing. I think people are pushing generative AI is a bad thing, right? Like, I think it's not manufactured outrage to look at a game and go, oh, it has Gen AI. I don't like that. I think that when you look at something and say, this does not have generative AI in it, and then you go and it does, that's the problem, right? It was misrepresented. I don't think it's manufactured at all. I think that, yeah, like you said, Jen, it's genuine because you were lied to. Things are misrepresented. That's the issue at hand, right, in this right here. The reason to dislike AI, not just jobs lost, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not even manufactured. Like, some people, legitimately, I can understand, yes, it does take away from jobs, but there are also, like, from what you guys have been telling me, there's, like, ecological issues tied to this as well. And again, I just look at this stuff and I'm like, this is soulless. Like, let somebody else that can actually, like, put something in love into this, do that, right? Data center certain environment, sure. Yeah, again, it's just, they lied to people. That's the real problem here. I don't think it's manufactured outrage to be upset that things are misrepresented to you. And it feels like they lied to you. I mean, they did lie to you, right?
It actually doesn't have anything to do with AI fundamentally. And if it wasn't for that one thing, they'd be totally okay with it. Resident Evil 9, where developers admitted the assets like the TV and bed were made with AI. Is that true? Let me
that was already disproven.
This is just a playthrough of her playing the game. I have no idea. And so, yeah, it's Terminator. It's just jealousy. Well, I don't think it's jealousy. I don't think that's the right word. But
no, it's definitely
anyway,
not jealousy.
So let's go back. I will no push AI billboards with zero related to the game. I was on a date with men. I will no longer be playing AI. Genuinely super fun. And I care about supporting media that supports artists and supports our planet and keeps it safe. Is this person also another artist?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, why? My question is, like, why does it matter so much to you, right? If they go into this and they don't like Gen AI and they don't buy it, right? They don't want to support it anymore. That's their prerogative and that's their choice. It's like, I don't know, it's like playing Dark Souls and like, you know what? I really just don't like this game and I don't like how it plays, right? Okay, well, that's your choice. That's your prerogative. Maybe that's not the best. That's more of an apples to orange comparison because it's a lot less of a moral dilemma. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, it's your own choice, right? It's your prerogative. You don't have any reason not to play something. You have any reason to play something, right? So I feel like just people are allowed to decide what they want to decide, especially when it comes to something like generative AI. That is a moral dilemma, right? Everybody's going to fall on different parts of the line, which is understandable. But I don't think that we should be pointing the finger and be like, oh, you're stupid because you believe that, right? You're stupid because you don't support Gen AI. You're stupid because you're dropping the game. I think that's wrong.
I have no idea if they are or not. What is this here to all the AI bros in your comments here? Your lack of empathy for our Earth, the only one, the animals we have here. Like, what? The animals. What does AI have to do with animals? So...
yeah, I think it's because the data centers, like you guys mentioned, which is a great point.
Once again, it's the artsy-fartsy theater kids, you're right. Well, and these are the people that always have to create some sort of... theatrics, right? There has to be some sort of thing that they're getting upset about or mad about or whatever. And yeah, the amount of energy it consumes. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, you're losing your job is a real problem.
Energy, right? I mean, AI isn't the only thing that consumes a lot of energy. Like, I don't even understand this. So 99% of the games made by artists whose work they're now discarding. Well, I think it's more than that. I think the truth is that every single game that you're going to play, there are going to be games that you can tell are made by AI, and there's going to be games that you can't tell are made by AI. I don't think that there are going to be that many games that are not made with AI. And if you want to make the argument that, for example, like it takes jobs away from people, if you have AI that's doing pre-production or it's doing storyboarding or some other variation of that, fundamentally, that is a job that a person used to have that's now being taken away from that person and being given to AI instead. So even if it doesn't make it to the final product, if AI is being used in the creative process, it's probably being used in order to mass produce work that would have otherwise had to have been paid for.
And that is true, right? That's not good, but it's true, right? Like, he's not really lying there. Somebody is getting replaced. I think that I want to rewind to a certain part here and see if I can articulate what I wanted to say.
The argument that, for example, like it takes jobs away from people, if the amount of energy it consumes, yeah, but I mean, like, obviously there's a lot of things that consume a lot of energy, right? I mean, AI isn't the only thing that consumes a lot of energy. Like, I don't even understand this. So 99% of the games made by artists whose work they're now discarding.
I think what I wanted to say, Chad, is like, so right now, right, we've had multiple instances where developers get caught using generative AI, and then they go, oh, fuck, and they replace it, right? So I feel like there is a wider acknowledgement that generative AI is not good, or at least considered by public reception to not be good. So if there's ever a part where a studio uses Gen AI and is not upfront about it, and then they get caught, it's the same reaction is going to happen. There's going to be an outrage about it. And then they're going to be like, oh, fuck. And then they're going to have to replace it. And then they go through this controversy again. So I think that, yes, while generative AI might be being used that you may not know of, I think ultimately doing it that way is going to cause a problem. Because we've seen, like this instance, right? It does suck where, you know, now you've lied to everybody about it. And the outrage is justified. Do you want to get me mad at something I can't prove? I don't know if the story is AI, but I can prove the art is AI. Right, exactly. I mean, there are things that you can prove is absolutely AI, but what I'm saying is that some studios are probably going to get to the point where they're just using it and putting generative AI, and they're just not going to tell you, right? And maybe you catch it, maybe you don't. But I think historically, looking at how people are reacting to finding generative AI in games, I think there's going to continue to be this problem and pushback against it, right? Having it switch out faster, it's a game I want to play because it's going to be bugging and piss on more people. Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely. So there's also this kind of going around, which is I thought was kind of interesting. But we have a person here named Ulrich who said, I was making some NT renders. I imported some maps, and while they even use AI to create assets, also you can see the in-game screenshot, as well as much as I want to play this game to be good, I keep it coming more trash now. I'll wait for whoever they didn't learn shit from Tower of Fantasy, but made it 100 times worse. So apparently there's some stuff that's kind of wonky within some of these assets that they pulled in. So they're alleging that this stuff is AI created as well, which would go against what they said, right? What the hell are these lines? Didn't even try. Holy shit. I'm not going to pretend like I actually understand any of this, so I'll leave it to you guys. But it gets worse the more you look at it. Textures look like AI generated as well. Whole mesh doesn't make sense. Random asymmetric lines everywhere. So now that makes a lot more sense to me. That doesn't really work. So again, I don't know if this is hard proof that other stuff was generated or not, but I'll throw it out there to kind of cap off our discussion. Yeah, maybe this is something that doesn't need to get fixed. I don't know. Again, somebody smarter than me would have to look at that or specialize in that. Could it keep a secret in 2026? I'm not sure it can do that without any long-term help with success. Exactly. Like, I think you just need to be upfront about it, especially looking at how the public reacts to it. And you already reacted in a way that you knew it was wrong. So now you replaced it. You're pretty much soft admitting that, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this. We're going to replace it. So this means that more than just background assets are AI generated. I guess so. If this is true, that would seem to be the case, which, looking at their statement here, right? They did say that, only backgrounds, environmental assets, not on characters or stories. So, I mean, technically that does fall within what they said, but I don't know. Everybody's going to have a different moral code when it comes to that. Now, I do want to point out, guys, that, this kind of stuff does hurt the team as a whole because there are wonderful artists and designers, writers that worked on this game, right? That did an amazing job creating this game, and it kind of sucks that you have, something like this kind of tarnish that, right, for all of those amazing other artists. So I hope in the future games like this are just more transparent, because at the end of the day, I think that's the best way to go, right? Sadly, there are people that are pro AI that will continue to buy the game, and that falls in their own, moral compass. Just be more straightforward about it, right? Because you lied, that was the biggest problem. I feel like if you were like, hey, there's this game and it's AI generated, a lot of people will be like, yeah, I don't like that. But there'll also be other people that'll be like, yeah, I do like that. But at least you were honest about it. I mean, I don't have to like to use Gen AI and I'll ignore your game, but at least you were honest about it. Like, just be transparent. Don't lie to people. This is like that natty steroid thing, but with AI. Lying is why people are deep diving. Exactly. And everybody wants to ignore that fact that you lied to Mousy. It's like, no, that's the problem. Like, if you said that this game has no AI in it, and all of a sudden, oh wow, surprise, surprise, it does. That's a problem, guys. That's a problem. Holy gracious. And actually, I was kind of concerned that we weren't going to have a lot to talk about, but really, this came out to be a good conversation. I feel like not my longest show I've ever had, but certainly not my shortest either. So, I think there's so many uses, but it's such a big part of the project, and yeah, and it's fair to call that out. Absolutely. If they were fun about it, I'm sure people will still play it. Yeah, exactly. I feel that way too. I mean, again, I don't have to like it, but it's your choice. You do whatever the fuck you want. It's your stream. I can't stop you, right? So, IRL news is going to be long. Yeah, we're going to catch up on Friday, guys. I did pull a lot of that stuff to the side already to talk about. So we will certainly do that coming up on Friday, guys. Catch up on all our IRL news, and that's going to be fun. I'm very, very excited. A lot of things to talk about that day. So, hey, Darkstone, thank you for the efforts this week. Wish I could see more of them, but it's not one thing gets the other exactly. Yo, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let me add this before we end, because that'll be double time. There we go. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. It has been a fantastic week of double time across the board, and y'all are all amazing. Thank you so much. About 20 hours left in the timer, guys. Incredible. We're going to go see Appy. She is playing Night Raid with one of her friends, so go give her lots of love, guys, and I will see you all. Really, Kirby? Really? Alex, thank you for the 5, dude. Thank you so much. Let's go. Thank you, Alex. Guys, please have fun with Appy. She might need a maybe back up on Night Raid, so give her some help if she needs it. I'll see you all later at Malfina's stream. Of course, she's doing the Maid Cafe, and I will see you all tomorrow as well for memes and reacts. Okay, so take care, everybody. Bye. Thanks for being here. Hi, YouTube. Have a good one, y'all. Hi, Twitter. Have a good one, y'all. Hi, Twitch. Fuck you. I mean, have a good one.